But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Hello. Look, this is Red Jaw. Hello, Red Jaw. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
I'm loving the avatar. Hey, Chilstead Lux. Hey, how you
I'm
doing?
hiding behind it.
How you doing, Chilstead Lux? Why haven't you got a spanner, dude? Chilstead Lux has been here before, hasn't he?
He has. Yes, he has.
How come he's got a spanner? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well. There you go, Mr. Chilster.
I'm going to do Mikey a favor. I'm going to take my avatar off or whatever, my emoji.
Yeah, man. I noticed that I've got a topic for today. Obviously, I've got the video I've got planned, but I just seen Will Duffy put out a video last night. So the final experiment's getting really gimmicky now. I mean, I never watched it, but by the thumbnail, I think someone's going to propose while they're over there or something, or get someone to propose to his wife. I just wanted to quickly. I haven't seen the video. I just wanted to quickly flick through it because it says TFE convinced me flat Earth is wrong. Now I have a surprising request: a live chat with Amoro. So I went and flicked through it, and it's got a wedding cake couple on top. You know, their little bride and groom on top. It's got that on it. So it's gimmicky. It's a gimmick now. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what this guy has got to say about what. I don't know if he was a flat earther that's been convinced because of the final experiment. I do not know. But that's the title. TFE convinced me the flat earther's wrong. So was he already a flat earther, or was he just considering it? I don't know. Let's just go through it. I want to know what this is. I want to know what's going on here. You know, I mean, this is not my topic. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. But I just want to flick through it and see what the gimmick is and see what the hell is going on. I mean, why the TFE convinced him that flat Earth is wrong when they haven't even done an observation yet? What the hell? The hell? How can we be convinced without even the observation? You know? So we'll have a quick look at that. Let me just say hello to everybody in chat first, though. Right, Mr. Supri Sidewinder, he was first again, number one. Hey, dude. Maria Walker, good to see you, sister. Roger Ledwell, good to see you, brother. Ryan S, good to see you, Cookie brother. Jeff Gasshead, good to see you, bro. Jill Studlocks, good to see you. Jill Studlocks, good to see you in blue. Jeff Gasshead, I said that already, I think. There we go.
We got Sergio too.
Sergio, excellent last night. Good stream last night. Fantastic, bro. You did well. did fantastically. It was ace. You should go watch Vicky's stream. Sergio's testimony was, he had some visuals with it as well. Shows exactly what was going on. It was great. It was fantastic. So I would say go watch that. Go watch that. Okay, let's quickly just flick through this video before I get to the topic. I want to know what's going on. Right. Because it just sounds all gimmicky now, you know? Like, TFE convinced me that Flat Earth is wrong. And like I say, on the thumbnail, there's a request of some sort. And on the thumbnail, there's the marriage thing. So, yeah, it's a gimmick. It's a money-making thing, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so. Right. I will not be putting a like on it. But actually, I'll put the like. Oh, what's going on? Why is it so slow?
All right. Well, let's talk about why. So I don't do very many live.
Not doing what I say. I wanted to put the link out.
There you go.
Where's the bloody shot? That disappeared from me for a sec.
It's elusive.
Slow. Copy. Wow.
Copy and share.
Yeah, but everything's gone bloody really slow today. There we go. Right, let's link to TFB. Right. I want to see what the bloody gimmick is. Right, let's do it.
He went to Walmart and got that globe too.
Did that.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Duffy, Mike, baby.
Now I'm unmuted. All right. Welcome, everyone. We are going to get started here with a track from the official TFE soundtrack here.
Oh, no. No, we're not. No, we're not.
All right. We're going to start out with some music trivia real quick.
Oh,
before
I thought it was a flat Earth experiment. What's with music trivia?
Did not know Taylor Swift was rock.
Come on, get on with it.
Was Skillet. Any Skillet fans in the chat would love
No.
I thought you were a Christian dude.
tonight. And we are going to be speaking with Amarel.
There we go.
If you are worried about spelling his name wrong, it's okay. You can just call him Am, AM for short. But Amarel, how are you?
Really good, Will.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're with us tonight.
Hey, Barbara, good to see you. Yeah, this is not the topic. It's just a video came out from Will yesterday, and it said the title is, as you can see, the final experiment. It convinced me Flat Earth is wrong. Now I have a surprising request, and on the thumbnail, it's one of them little couples, groom and bride, they get on top of a cake. So I want to know if this guy was a flat earther and the TFE convinced them somehow, even though they haven't done an observation yet. And I want to see if TFE is just a gimmick now, because people are now wanting wedding requests and proposal requests by the looks of it. So let's see what the gimmick is. I'm not playing it all. I'm just skipping through it because my main topic is more important than Will Duffy.
So just real quick, just so people can kind of get to know you, you are just one thing you are is a songwriter and a poet. Is that right?
True.
Anything you want to tell us about that?
Sure, man. I actually have some of my songs up on Spotify and YouTube. They're not the most professional recordings, but if you check out Am Lerner on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, you can check out my songs. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that, so I will definitely be checking. That was never originally part of my plan, but some circumstances have arisen over the times, and so this is my third live that I'm doing, and I thought this was going to be a good one. So let's start.
This is his third live. Surely he's done more lives than this. No.
Not that I know
By
of.
talking.
Oh, okay, I thought he'd done loads of lives. Okay.
He's been on my
About-
lives.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see the point in just going live for 35 minutes. Like, not unless it's just something quick. But this could have been this could have just been put out as a video. I don't see the point in doing it live because it's a gimmick. You know, he's just promoting this gimmick.
Thing, dude. It really was. Like, oh, wait a minute, we can make a love story out of this. Come on.
Excellent, Barbara. So if you've got both videos up now, I'll send you the third video today, later on today. Then tomorrow the 4th, then the next day the 5th, and I think that's just caught up. Maybe something like that, maybe 6. We're caught up. Hey Luke, good to see you, bro. This is not the topic. I'm just checking out this gimmick of the final experiment now. You know, the flat Earth. I keep saying the flat Earth. The final experiment convinced me flat Earth is wrong. Now I have a surprise and request. And like I said, the thumbnail has got a groom and a bride on top of a cake. So yeah, I think there's going to be proposals.
What happened to you 3 years ago? So 3 years ago, you obviously, since you're in the music world, you knew that she was in a band, and talk about a little bit about her and kind of what you heard through the grapevine.
Yeah, she was really cool, great singer.
So
Just
Oscar
a
Maria.
unique person, and I found out through some friends of hers that she was.
If this is all about proposing in Antarctica or getting someone to propose for him in Antarctica, because this guy's probably not going, I don't know. Then it's completely a gimmick now. It's just a selling point, you know. It's bad.
Flat earther, and
Oh.
I really didn't take it serious that she was a flat earther.
Oh, she's
And
a flat.
I
His,
really-
his missus is a flat earther. Now, if he's convinced her not to be a flat earther, he's an asshole.
really didn't take it seriously. I thought maybe she knew the earth was a globe and just was kind of pretend, like just saying.
When I went to rehab, right, and I started telling people, look, about my beliefs. I didn't have much experience in it. This was in 2017. Obviously, a flat earther since 2015, but I hadn't done much about it. Just believed it and looked at some of the evidence and that. But when I was in rehab, I'd tell a few people, and one of the older guys came in and he said, oh, guess what? PJ thinks the Earth's round. The Earth's flat. And the guy says, and he was older guy, kind of wise. He says, he looked, he says, PJ doesn't really believe that. He's only messing about. What do you mean? He says, you don't believe that, do you? You're just messing about. I said, no, I believe that absolutely thoroughly. No, you don't. I'm like, I do. You know what I mean? So people have that reaction. It's like, what? What do you mean I don't believe it? Why would you think I'd say it if I don't believe it's true? Do you think I just want to be different? You know, I might as well, I could just be an emo to be different. I could just put on black makeup to be different, you know? So why would I just want to be a flat earther to be different? It's silly. Absolute stupid. Anyway, let's see the gimmick. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, wrong one.
That it's flat to get attention or something. I did not.
Right, so you thought your missus was saying it's flat to get attention. Why was you with her then? Was she not getting enough attention from you that you had to say it was flat?
Give it a second thought when I first heard that, but over time of just knowing her, I decided to look into the flat earth rabbit hole.
Great. And if I recall, she sent you a video from a pretty well-known flat earther.
She did.
What do you mean if you recall? Was you there?
Sent me an interview.
I know, you know. Right, so yeah, this is just getting a joke, this thing.
With Eric Dubay being interviewed by a fellow named Mel Fabregas. And as I listened to the interview, I became really intrigued and curious. And I really thought there was something to this. And it, it grabbed me. And I decided to go down to Eric Dubay's website and watch all his flat earth materials. And yeah, it happened fairly quickly for me. Like it was probably a matter of days that I became a flat earther.
So he did. He became a flat earther. This is another turncoat. This is another bullshit story. He was either never a flat earther or was never serious about it in the first place. Or it's just a made up story. Now, it took him just a couple of days. The evidence was that convincing. It took him a couple of days to be turned to flat earth. So it's so convincing that you turncoated it again. You flip-flopped and turned back to being globe because of this final experiment that hasn't happened. Why? This is a bullshit story. I'm sorry. This is just made to look like a gimmick now. This is stupid.
Okay, cool. Now, I believe you
Can't say something, guys. Anything, anytime, just button.
Okay, I
Had
got
a
one
bit
thing
of
to
an-
say, PJ. Hold on. Yeah,
Go on.
I don't know why the flat earther is a dirty word, and why people are patting you on the back if you actually look into it and then you decide that you don't like it. I guess I don't know, but it's like this group mentality. What I get out of it, that's all it is. It's nothing to do with if they're actually digging deep enough to figure. I've been here for years, man, and I haven't changed my mind yet.
No,
And
exactly.
I don't feel stupid at all. I don't care what
No.
people think about me. That's really
No.
probably the biggest issue. I don't give
Exactly.
a crap. Yeah.
Exactly.
And neither do you.
Oh, Jeff, no, exactly. I don't give a crap. Jeff Gassett says you have to watch it. Everything, please. All right, I'll watch. We might as well watch it. I'm 9 minutes in. It's got 30 minutes. I'll just do the topic straight after this. I won't talk too much through it because it's half an hour long. I'll just get through it so I can get to the topic. But we'll watch it. We'll react to it, but I'll just keep it to a minimum.
emotional reaction to accepting flat Earth. You want to talk about that?
An emotional reaction. I mean, yeah,
It gave you something.
yeah. The flat Earth movement, it gave me some hope.
Movement, like it's some kind of rebellion.
Mhm.
Because I thought that, man, if this Earth is flat and we can blow the lid off this thing and show everybody that it's flat, I thought, man, that would just cause this huge reset in the world. We would all have to reconsider everything.
He's very blinky. I don't think he's telling the truth. I don't think he was a flat earther.
And I thought it would just lead to a better world. And you know,
Amoral. I mean, if you take that L away, amor, that means love, doesn't it? Amore in Italian. Do you think his name's made up? Amoral.
Might be.
Love L. Love the Lord. Yeah, the Lord of Flies, more like.
And by the way, Duffy hasn't got a hold of me yet. Still, I'm still waiting.
No doubt.
Yeah.
well, I was so moved by it. I was so hopeful about that, you know.
Yeah. Now, Eric Dubé. So you've watched a lot.
I'm sorry. When I came to Flat Earth, I was never of the language right. Yeah, I was so hopeful that we could blow the lid off this thing. I just believed in Flat Earth. I just believed. I wasn't like, yeah, we've got to blow the lid off this whole thing. I'm so, I never had that attitude. It was just like, I knew I had to call out the truth, but the way he's talking is not how most people come to Flat Earth. I'm sorry. It just doesn't seem right.
A lot of his content. You're convinced of his content. At what point in your journey did you attempt to reach out to him?
Fairly early, I sent him messages over Facebook Messenger with questions that I had. And he was very, very kind and I thought sincere. You know, he always messaged me back. Yeah.
So you guys kind of developed a bit of a relationship, kind of like a digital relationship online.
I say, to be honest, I'm not in a hurry this morning. Anyway, I can do this full video and the full topic we're on. I can do both videos, no problem. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. So we'll get it done. I'll leave it to play from here. We've still got 25 minutes of it.
Yeah, to some extent, yes.
That's great. So it's good to hear that he would respond to your questions and communicate with you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, once Eric Dubé created his Patreon, I believe you were one of like his first Patreons.
I subscribed. I gave
And how do you know that? Just because he told you, have you checked out his Patreons?
it's a small amount of money every month, but I gave money every month in order to have private messaging privileges with Eric.
What? Why? Why?
He's
Private?
special.
Oh, come on. I've never had anything like this. I've been private messages with Eric Dupuy and stuff like that. I mean, I just went into it when it came to like streams and that, all like this, I went into it. You know what I mean? I went to Flats's, I went to Brandon's and all that, and eventually it was on live streams. I mean, I didn't do what this guy's doing, or says he's doing. It just doesn't sound like where it doesn't sound truthful where the story is coming from. It just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Great. What was what would you consider was the main driver behind becoming a Patreon of his?
I liked that he hadn't set up a Patreon account up to that point. He wasn't. It appeared he wasn't out for money. And he put out a video saying, "Hey, look, I'm."
Well, he makes his money, but I dare say he wasn't out for money in the first place. But he makes his money.
So PJ, when Eric started, okay,
Yeah,
I was there when he started his Planet Plane site.
Yeah.
I was one of the first subscribers. I went to IFERS. That's his website is, and you can't get a hold of him, dude.
Yeah.
He answers you in emails for the most part. If you actually get a hold of him, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
I never heard of what he's talking about.
No, he's on about Patreon, like I am with Flats on Flats' Patreon. And if I Flats had a thing that like McToon and that, they were Patreons because you can have a debate with Flats every month if you're a certain Patreon, and that's why McToon and FDFD were Patreons. But I mean, I'm a Patreon of Flats, and I never ask for a 1-to-1 with him monthly. You know what I mean? So you can get that through Patreon, but I don't believe him. I really don't.
Well, you see, I've never heard Eric like shout out his Patreons. He doesn't have anything on his website or even on the YouTube channel say anything about him at all. He doesn't. He just makes videos, dude.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I haven't seen him on live streams or anything like that. But it's actually hard to see his face. I mean, I have seen his face, but in his videos, you never see his face. I mean, I have seen him on podcasts with other people, but it's few and far between. Few and far between.
Ready?
Yeah, I want to pull up his site right now. I'll look.
All right, go for it.
I'm moving into the next phase of my journey. I'm moving back to America, and I could use the money, kind of thing. And so he set up a Patreon account, and so I was, because I'd been so.
I know, Jeff. The Bay's not a scammer, which they're implying. No, he's not a scammer, not at all. I mean, his information flat earth, brilliant. His information in spirituality, terrible. But he's not a scammer. I wouldn't say he's a scammer at all.
You want me to share Eric's screen? I got it up if you want to.
Go for it. Okay. Sergio says, lol, this guy sucks at acting. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sharing it now. Did it go on?
Go on. It's on you.
Okay. This is basically just his website, dude. And he has his videos.
Right.
Podcast, obviously.
Yeah.
You saw that. His podcast.
He's doing is that a full Nelson? Oh, no, it's the lotus position, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But I mean, you can go. They're just recorded podcasts. That's all it is. He has a playlist.
Full Nelson's a bloody wrestling move.
Yep. He
I
did a
said
wing.
full Nelson. I meant bloody. I wanted to do. I meant Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
see. There's no list of Patreons. I've joined them already. So, but I mean, I've been on his website forever.
260,000. He definitely gets money out of it. But yeah, there's no Patreon there by looks of it.
No. So what this guy's doing is blowing smoke up your ass.
Of course.
Pretty much so. Yeah.
Right,
I'll get off
absolutely.
of it. All right.
Absolutely, bro.
Affected by him, I was moved to become a Patreon right away.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm guessing I haven't experienced this, but when you become flat Earth, that is like an internal decision that you make in your own life. But once you really make that decision and you kind of dive in head first, that's when the bigger decisions come. and the things that you pretty much have to do unless you're gonna, live in a secret world. And so one of the first things I'm guessing people do is to tell their family. So I'm guessing you told your family you were flat Earth. Talk about that. Was it hard? Was it easy? What was the reaction?
Yeah, I did. I have 2 awesome kids, and I told them that I was a flat earther.
I mean, I know everybody thinks their kids are awesome, but do you always introduce them like, "This are my 2 awesome kids"? I don't know. Maybe.
My daughter, I think she kind of laughed about it and just thought, "Oh, that's awesome, Dad. You're such a quirky guy, and
Yeah, such a quirky guy, so quirky. Love your idiosyncrasies, so much so that you should get married, you should propose in the TFE in Antarctica. That's how quirky I am."
and stuff." But my son he really engaged me and really wanted to, like, we had some heated discussions, never hurtful, I don't think, but we had heated discussions. We'd watch videos together. My son, I don't know if he was embarrassed by me becoming a flat earther. I guess I could ask him that, but he was really not supportive at all of my choice. But he did try to, convince me that I was wrong. Yeah.
Which I think anybody that loves another person, that's what they would do, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Hence why we do what we do, because we love out of choice and we want the truth out there, not this bull crappage.
I want to strangle him now. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what somebody
if
that
you're comfortable
All right.
sharing, your son ended up putting a line in one of his songs that he wrote about you becoming a flat earther. Are you comfortable sharing that line?
Yeah. It's I don't know if I have every little word right, but he said, the chorus of his song said, "I traded God for Eric Dubé. My family doesn't believe, so they're not saved."
Okay.
Huh?
I just
Oh,
think
yeah, inspiring lyrics. I don't believe that one little bit. If your kid is making a song, you really think he's going to make a song about your dad becoming a flat earther? No, he's going to make a song about his missus that he fell out with 2 weeks ago, or his missus that he just fell in love with 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? That's what he's going to make a song about, usually.
I think perspective is powerful.
Go on, Roger.
Yeah, the whole point of it, this thing's really contrived, but this guy seems really sincere. He thinks that maybe he thinks God is a glober. I don't know, but he look at the look on his face, dude. He's like so concerned. Do they have something on him or something? Does somebody hold something over his head?
Maybe, but this guy is not telling the truth. He's not. I don't think he is.
No.
Perspective is not always right, but perspective is reality in so many instances for people. And so I think
Perspective. You do not know what perspective is at all. You look at an orthographic view and tell me that perspective is taken into account. How? With orthographic view? How is perspective taken into account? That is a scaled down version of what is actually happening from the side, Muppet view. Not apparent drop or apparent angles. It's silly. It's silly.
Hey, Peach, can I share when I told my daughters that I was a flat earther? You know what they did?
What?
They one of them laughed at me, and the other one actually thought about it. And now one of them actually, yeah. But they didn't get mad at me. No.
No. Did they? Well, did they write a song about it?
No.
Oh no. Okay.
I think it's interesting that from his perspective.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. One of them's actually pulling for both sides. She don't know who's going to win. Is it the globe or the earth? She thinks it's like a race, dude. She really thinks it is. She sees this going on in the media now. She's like, I'm pulling for the globe. So that.
Do you know something? Do you know something? Jeff said, "You're right. You're right. Immoral means no morals. Change the E to A. Immoral." Yeah, I mean, I know it's immoral. It's immoral, really. Change it to I am, but it's immoral. IMM. But yeah, it's a play on words, isn't it? It's a play on words. Double speak. It could also, I mean, it looks like love, like amore, Italian, but there you go. That's the kind of confusion that like the devil likes to put you in. So yeah, it probably does mean immoral.
I just wanted to add one more thing about the girls. She actually doesn't believe either one. That's what I get out of her. The one that laughed at me. Yeah, that's why she's pulling back and forth. She really doesn't care. To be honest with you. Yeah.
Got you.
Perspective, you traded, God for Dubé, and that's kind of what he was receiving. Now, taking a position like flat Earth or any other conspiracy theory, taking a position that you believe in something, that's something that can be undone, meaning it can be reversed. You can change your mind down the road if you are presented with more evidence or whatever. But you made a decision, and this decision you made once you became flat Earth was permanent.
Do you know what happens when you change your mind about Christ? If you see the truth of Christ and you change your mind about Christ. Do you know what that's called? Blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. It's not so easy to change your mind when you know the truth. So, if this is true, the guy didn't know the truth in the first place.
It's like backsliding, right? Almost.
Permanent.
But worse.
Before you talk about it, I'm going to make a prediction right now, which is that people, I've just been doing this long enough. People are going to contact me and they're going to.
Yeah, right, Michael. It does. Immoral means lacking sense of right and wrong. Absolutely. So right. I was just saying the immoral, spelled IMM. That's exactly what they bloody are as well, Good to see you, Michael.
Say Amorel is a fake flat earther. They're going to say he's a liar. They're going to say you're an actor. Maybe you're on the NASA payroll. But we have some pretty solid evidence.
See, we laughed about that. The NASA payroll. Since when do we say people in general are on the NASA payroll? It's just something that they say that we say, Obviously, some people are on the NASA payroll. Yes, people that work for friggin' NASA. Go on, Reg.
I think they're just lost, personally. That's my opinion. Yeah. Get a compass. Yeah.
Aye.
It's that you were a flat earther because you did something permanent when you became flat Earth. What was that?
I did. I went and I got my right calf tattooed with the Gleason's flat Earth map.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty intense decision, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, tattoo.
You were that so convinced of it, you got a tattoo about it. But this final experiment, that's not an experiment and not final and hasn't even happened yet, and is an observation at best that won't happen, has convinced you that the thing you got a tattoo over, which is really important, thinking about getting a tattoo and that, is bullshit.
Yeah,
so TFE that hasn't happened yet has convinced you that the reason you got that tattoo is bullcrap. Bullshit. And unless he shows me the tattoo right now live, I won't believe he's got that tattoo. If I see a picture of it, I won't believe it's him. If he shows me now, I'll believe he's got it. But on live, but if it's just a picture or not at all, I don't believe it.
I'm gonna call
him something, PJ.
Yeah,
he's a traitor, dude. If he did, he just turned back on you. He's running.
Well, yeah.
People make a decision, and I'm generalizing here, but I think people make a decision to get a tattoo for something that's strongly held that they believe it, in their life, something that's impacted them, and so that's pretty significant that you have that.
For sure.
It just to give you a little sympathy here. If we get to Antarctica in December with TFE and there's a 24-hour sun and the globe is proven, you can take comfort in the fact that the AE map is a projection of the globe.
True.
Okay,
whatever.
Let's see. Now, while you were flat Earth, and I appreciate this about you, by the way, is that you would watch the opposition. So you would watch flat earth debunker channels, and you'd watch videos where people were, you know,
Well, that's a little bit of it. I mean, yes, I know that some people go and watch a flat earth debunker channel, or like seeing the globe getting their asses handed to them in a debate, and that maybe. But me personally, I am not someone that prolifically goes to anti-flat earthers and globers channels. Not interested at all. So if he did this, I mean, it's not something I would do. Maybe some people do, but I still don't believe it. I don't believe that you would constantly go to globers channels just to try and debunk them. If you've got the truth, don't give a crap about them, what they believe. You know, when we debate them, or anybody debates them, it's not about trying to change their mind. It's about getting the truth out to people that are seeing the debate. You know, Lyman Dan has tattoos of men. Yeah, absolutely.
trying to debunk flat earth, because tell us, before you tell us what you saw.
Oh, he didn't show the tattoo. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Specifically, tell us why you did that. What was the pull? What was the main reason? What did you get out?
What was the pull? Not gravity.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Out of it?
Part of it was I enjoyed the debunk, and then I'd go back to the debunk of the debunk, and I just like the conversation developing online, you know.
That makes sense, Michael. That his brain is just merely a tattoo. That means what? That's why there's not much coming out of it.
I just, it wasn't that I was doubting flat earth at that time. It's just I wanted to get involved in the conversation and comment.
How could you doubt flat earth, dude? You had a tattoo of it on your calf.
On the videos and try to win people over to flat earth, you know.
Sorry, tattoo.
Yeah, I can relate. I've enjoyed, in my journey through all of this, I've enjoyed the flat earth content more than the globe content.
Huh.
Ah, did that not say something? I've enjoyed the flat earth content more than the globe. What?
Yeah, because it's more real, more tangible. Yeah.
Exactly. It's more real. Look,
A twat
that's
too.
no way. That's no way to prove your crusty firmament, McDofter.
So I mean,
That guy can't
if
even
we
laugh.
just want to listen to people that agree with us, maybe it feels good, or maybe it's
Look, Globe has got no content. True. Globe has got no content on no proper continents.
fun. But I'm like, no, I want to hear what people think. I want to hear people who disagree with me. I want to hear arguments I've never heard. I want to just
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I want to hear email. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
More like he's got a twat too.
Yeah. Michael's one. Like, he's
hear new things. It's a way for me to expand my horizons, you know, and to just grow.
Expand your what? Horizons.
Horizons. Yeah.
Ooh, if you expand the horizon on a curve, then what happens to it? It just meets up at the other side. So how can you expand it? It only goes so far, and it's not a horizon on a globe. Sorry, dude. Curve horizon, you can call it maybe, not a horizon.
Which channels would you watch on the Flat Earth Debunk side?
Lots. I can't remember. I specifically remember that Professor Dave.
Dave, he's not a flat earther. Oh, he's on about flat earth debunkers. Oh, I was going to say, because Dave's not a flat earther. He's on about flat earth channels. Right, okay.
Watch some of his stuff. That's one. And
oh no, he's on about global channels. Of course.
But the one that got me was Dave McKeegan. Or
really?
Is that his name? The fellow that's going? Yeah.
Yeah.
With Rusty, the dog. Yeah. He like.
Oh no, that was a dog that made you become a baller again, not McKeegan. So you fell in love with the dog, not McKeegan's words, because McKeegan talks quack. Total quack.
Don't forget his real name, PJ. It's Twiangles.
Twiangles McQuegan talks quack.
Like the way he approached it, it's like he didn't berate flat earthers. He just it's like he was out to make allies of his enemies. He wanted to convert flat earthers. He didn't want to berate them, and he wanted to protect people from getting sucked into the movement.
No,
Well,
no.
It's weird. It's weird that it's like they want to combat flat earthers. Well, my job, well, not that it's a job, but I don't want to convert ballers. I mean, if they want to convert to the flat earth, that's fine. I just want to get the truth out for people that want to hear it, not specifically ballers and anti-flat earthers trying to change their mind, because that's futile. In my experience, that is futile.
So just people, right, PJ? Just want to get people on the truth.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. The
Good
truth is
cause.
for people, not just the bloody flat earthers.
Okay.
And he just had a kindness about him, you know. And when I saw the video with the reflection of the sun shining off the bottom
Convert is not a loft.
of the airplane, I don't know why, because I've seen other arguments that might have been better or something, but for some reason that one just got me thinking, just got me questioning, like maybe I'm wrong, you know.
Yeah. So I've actually heard this from others. You're not the first person to tell me this, but people have said that, and maybe there's more, but people have specifically said that Dave McKeegan and myself approach this space differently than a lot of other people in terms of our temperament. Just
But yeah, your temperament might be calmer than a lot of other ones, but that's just a deceit tactic, man, because you sit there with that smug grin on your face that looks condescending, dude. Just because you're not all in their faces, it doesn't mean to say you're not as annoying.
just the words that we use, the arguments that we use, and
What's your arguments? You haven't presented any arguments, dude.
again, I've seen that, right? Like
You presented that, if we see 24-hour sun, definitely globe. Then I've got to deal with my crusty firmament.
it's funny because a lot of flat earthers say a lot of bad things about me and they get upset at me, and I'm just like, you guys, like, I am not calling you names, I'm not making fun of you, I'm not doing any of those things.
Oh yes, you do. Oh yes, you do. Bullcrap. You just do it in your own way.
Like, I don't understand why I'm getting that reaction, but I have heard that.
Because you're a liar. You lied to people. You lied off the bat, and you lied more than once. Why would people trust you? And do you know what I mean? Why would you expect to be treated with respect when you lie? You just don't have reverence for people that lie to you.
And so I'm
God has never lied to me, ever, or to anyone. And people don't have reverence for God. Why would they have reverence for you?
glad that you shared that. It's important for people on the globe side to know how people on the flat earth side view the globe defenders / debunkers, etc.
Yeah.
So I think, by the way, we first met today. So just so people know, we've emailed in the past because of TFE, which we're going to get to now, but we just met today for the first time. And
I'm sorry, he needs to wash his nails. He's got dirty nails. I know. Sorry, I noticed that. He's got a dirty nail. He needs to wash.
He's a working man, man. He's a working man.
He's a working man, yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, he has to be if he's going to get married in Antarctica. I'm just guessing what's happening. I don't know what this thing's going to be, but it's got to be a proposal.
the phrase that you used was that Dave McKeegan's video about the sun on the underneath side of the airplane wings was kind of like the first chink in your armor. Yeah?
For sure.
And then I believe it was like 2 days later you discovered the final experiment.
It was, if I remember correctly, I know it was the same week at least.
Okay.
I got really excited about it. And when I found out that Dubé was on the list, I Patreon messaged him and I said, hey man, you might get a chance to actually go to Antarctica. You're like 4th on this list. If
Michael, are we still going to do that video? You know which one I'm talking about. The reaction video. Do you think we should still do that?
David Weiss and some other people turn this down, you're on the list, man, and this is going to be super cool. And
Me too. I mean, I don't want to be a dick to him, but I just want to say, look, dude, get off your high horse, man. Love your stuff, but you need to get off your high horse. But say it a bit more harshly, obviously. I think we should still do it, definitely.
Hey PJ, he's over on David Banner right now. Actually.
Oh no, I'm not calling him that, and I'd rather do it the way me and Michael's got to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd rather do it through fair video response, reaction to his video sort of thing. So we know exactly what he's saying and what to react to. You know, so I think it's easier to do it that way.
And
before you get to his response, I like the fact that you were excited. So let's talk about why you were excited about the final experiment.
I was excited because, you know what? It's like, yeah, you know, this is a chance for flat earthers to put money where their mouth is. This is just like,
I did ask you an element, Michael, but I haven't checked the element yet. That's why I asked now, because I haven't been into it.
Yeah, I just looked at David, and he's not on there now. They're doing Pastor Duffy right now, believe it or not.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't, dude. He hasn't. No, you're right enough.
This is a real thing. Like, this actually is going to settle the debate.
Yeah, totally. And so I love hearing your story because my goal with this was to excite both sides. And I was actually more worried about the globe side than the flat earth side.
No, he hasn't denied it. He's just basically trying to mitigate it, Michael. He's trying to make it sound less severe because he's saying, no, all I want is for people to do a bit more. That's not how he's put it. You know?
Nope, he didn't.
No, I know. No, I just, listen, I don't do much on Duffy, Barbara. It's only because I've seen this gimmicky thing to do with the thumbnail, the marriage thing, and I wanted to see what it was about. I was going to skip through it, but then Jeff says you need to watch the whole thing, really. And it's not long, it won't be long. And I'll get on to the normal topic. This will be the last thing I do in Duffy. It's because I've seen the gimmick, the thing, and I wanted to know that this guy was for real, which I don't think he is.
Based on,
it's not Duffy, it's this other guy that I was interested in. Nothing to do with Duffy, really.
How much flat earthers talk about Antarctica, how much they talk about going there, how much they talk about the sun and the 24-hour sun. But it hasn't happened as I had hoped. And so I love to hear that from your perspective, you saw the experiment, you were like, this is exciting. And then you immediately reach out to Dubé.
Okay, bro. Like I said, I'll be on to the normal topic in about 10 minutes anyway.
You're expecting he's going to be excited like you. So how did he respond?
Yeah, actually, he said, I don't share your enthusiasm about the experiment. He said it's a straw man. And he said, and then he started saying like weird stuff. Like he said, even if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, it might be a second sun, or it might be a sun simulator. And when I read that,
so you used the weirder ideas. You didn't use the internal reflection. You had to go to the weirder ideas. What about internal reflection? I'm sure someone's mentioned that to you. You had to go to hologram or black sun or second sun or whatever.
I was just like, oh. And I couldn't even respond. I couldn't even bring myself to respond. I just unsubscribed from his Patreon and I ate the humble pie and changed my mind. It's
wow.
Great, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Because one person said, oh, well, it could be a thingy or it could be something else. That's what changed his mind. Yeah, guest doctor. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's a joke. I'm sorry.
So this is fascinating to me. Since the beginning of TFE, I literally have done as much as I possibly can, both on the channel and privately. I've tried to help the flat earth side look better. And I've tried to help.
Oh my God. That's you signaling now. Try to make him look better.
PJ, you make himself look better if he would actually contact me and say, oh, here's your paperwork to fill out to go. You know, that
Well,
would be
there you
really
go.
cool. He ain't doing
There you
that,
go.
is he? Hell no.
No.
He's making
Maybe
look
we should
bad.
contact him again because he's full of crap, man. Both of
I've
them.
already I sent him 2 emails already.
This is bull crap. This is bull crap. This is rubbish.
Yep.
I want to get through this now. This is
Help them not look bad. Meaning, if one person makes an argument, I'll either say or reach out to them and be like, hey, I don't think you want to make that argument because it's not going to make you look good.
Who gives a crap whether the argument makes you look good? If it's the truth, it's the truth. Does it matter if it makes you look good? I thought you were meant to be presenting the truth.
And things of that nature. And so one of the things I've tried to get flat earthers to do, which has not worked, is not make excuses before we go. I think that is the number one mistake that the flat earth side has made, is immediately saying, this is not a good idea to go to Antarctica. It's not a good final experiment. It's not going to prove anything. And here's what they...
What does that mean, Derek? Almost 4 a.m. for me. How is this stream happening? I don't know how to answer that.
Neither do I, dude. It's 3 o'clock here
it's
too.
It's 5 to 10 here. 5 to 10 in the morning here. Derek, you're funny.
Yeah.
What the globe side might do to cheat, and here's what the globe side might do to lie. That reaction immediately by the flat earth side, I think it does tell us something about what they truly believe. Because if we are to go back and look at the comments that Eric Dubay and Flat Earth Dave and Jaron Campanella and Austin Whitsitt and Dean Odell, like the list goes on and on. If we were to go look at the comments they made before TFE, their confidence about Antarctica, their confidence about there not being a 24-hour sun, this reaction doesn't jive with everything they've been saying for years and years and years.
People's beliefs develop over the years. Yes, back then people might have said it affirmatively because of the evidence of the bloody globe. And I still don't think there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica at all, obviously. Just said that what people are saying is, even if that is, it doesn't make a difference. And I would still say no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Absolutely.
I agree with you, PJ. Completely.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm going down there if they let me.
Yeah.
I understand. I ain't afraid of it.
No, of course.
And so I think it's fascinating that for you, as someone who was in it, you were in it, you got the tattoo, you became the patron.
In it, got the tattoo, you wore the t-shirt, and it was, oh my goodness, this is bullcrap. I'm sorry, this is a bogus story. It's bogus.
Patreon, you had a bit of a relationship with Eric Dubay, and that you guys communicated back and forth. For him
No, you didn't.
to be like, no, this is not a good idea. It's not going to prove anything. They might make a fake sun, yada, yada, yada. That's devastating for someone like you to hear.
It was. I mean, it really.
For you.
Why? Because yes, I don't believe there's a fake sun up there, but I believe they've got the technology to make people believe to put a fake sun up there. I believe it could be done. I just don't think it is being done right now. I don't know. The sun does look different to me, but I don't think it's a fake sun.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
But these things can happen. These things can happen. Hey, bro, you good?
How's it going?
If I go down there, I'm bringing my telescope with me.
Yeah.
I got a sun filter too. I can just whip it out.
Well, I think if it's happening, Roger, you need to go on to him because he hasn't mentioned you at all since that phone call, has he?
No, and I sent him 2 more emails, so he hasn't. He got back to me at all.
Yeah, well, if he hasn't, I'd start phoning him. Either that or I don't know. I don't know.
I did say going down there. Yeah. Thanks, Sergio.
Yeah. Man, this gets
Yeah. I mean, I really, really, really looked up to Eric Dubay for 3 years.
Why look up to Eric Dubay? Why? What about the person who created the flat earth dude? What about looking up to that dude? No?
Really trusted his sincerity, and that all came crashing down when I read that message.
what one thing he said. One thing, it's a possible, could be a possible fake sun or something else, and that was it. Your flat Earth was crushed.
Oh no.
Wow, it just, you weren't very strong in the faith, were you? You'd be called what Jesus would call lukewarm. We might do something like spit you out if you were Jesus, if you were in that kind of situation, obviously. Not gonna spit you out for flat Earth, obviously, but I'm just kind of comparing it.
Is this guy an actor?
Yeah, of course he is, dude. Of course he
I think
is.
so.
I think he's an actor, man. This is bull, especially when it's surely it's got to be a proposal with the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Marriage.
I believe, now this is something I can't prove, but I do believe that there are genuine flat earthers out there. I even believe some of the leaders who, if we could call them that, the ones with
What leaders? Who are the leaders?
Veteran ones and God knows how many in chat right now.
Yeah.
the biggest followings are genuine flat earthers. But someone told me toward the beginning, they were like, Will, one of the things the final experiment is going to do is it's going to help show us who the real flat earthers are and who.
Oh, it's so crap. That's bull. In fact, it's got to show us who the real globers are.
It's interesting he says that though, like, because that is what we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're seeing who the real globers are from flat Earth, likes of, maybe Jerry, maybe. I mean, he is definitely saying now that if there's a 24-hour sun, it's a globe. I mean,
but a better way to phrase it would be that it separates those who have a belief from those who actually know.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
I agree, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense to me.
Who the fake ones are, who the grifters are. And I was like, really? And
Grifter, look in the mirror.
I think they might be right. Someone who is a genuine flat.
A little faster, dude. When you tell lies, your mouth gets dry. You know that. It's probably disgusting, but you know what I mean. Just
I'm like
dramatic.
Flat earther, someone who is honestly searching for truth and wants to know the truth and wants to follow the evidence where it leads on the flat earth side is going to love the idea of going to Antarctica. They're going to love the idea of getting a free trip if they possibly could get that. And then
not a holiday, not a vacation.
Me.
Just
I'll
don't
go.
get it. Just don't get it why it keeps going on like it's a trip of a lifetime. Lucky Haskins' offer was a lot better than yours, dude, and you turned it down. And you are calling flat earthers for the same thing that you did.
Once they see what happens, react after that. They're not going to do what the Dave Weisses have done, what the Eric Dubays have done so far. And so this is a firsthand example of someone who we can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with 3 years of communications, the tattoo, the whole 9 yards was in this, that believed this. And
tattoo keeps getting brought up like it's a important thing. Tattoo that hasn't been proved, not that it would make a difference.
Believe this.
Exactly. This guy wasn't very staunch in his belief, was he? If he turned at one bit of information.
And just that reaction by Dubé was enough for you to be like, you know what? He's not the real deal.
Yeah.
So
well said.
Even if Dubé wasn't the real deal, what about the other leaders? What about the other people that put plenty of content and proof and observations out there? Why would it just be one dude that changed your mind? One dude. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay, so now let's talk about a party.
Hey Tony, good to see you. Derek, good to see you. Yeah.
Tony Wickham's in too.
That's what you said. I said Tony.
I think it's Juno.
Okay. You got a call from a fellow flat earth friend, and she invited you to a party. And so talk to me about the invitation to the party, what you said in response, and then we'll go into what happened at the party after that.
Sure. Yeah. I told her, hey, I'm not a flat earther anymore, and she said, oh, you still come to this party, and maybe I'll introduce you to some of my friends. They'll change your mind back, kind of thing. And yeah, so I went to a party.
Okay, great. So I appreciate that you were upfront with her, like, hey, we have this thing in common in our relationship. We're both flat earthers. Maybe that's why you're inviting me.
I mean, this is just anecdotal. This is just a story. You know what I mean? There's no way this could be proved to be true. Even if he had a flat earth tattoo, somebody could have paid him to do a frigging flat earth tattoo. I mean, come on. I would get a globe tattooed on me just to take the piss. You know what I mean? Like it would be a knife through it or something like that, like shank.
So PJ, what does this have to do with any proof whatsoever?
It doesn't. It keeps getting pushed like it's proof. I had a flat
This
earth
is-
tattoo.
This is no other than a tactic to make the flat earthers who have a belief to start doubting it. That's all this is.
Exactly right.
That's what I'm saying. It's all drama, and they're selling this shit, dude. That's all it is. It's crap.
Sergio, absolutely, bro. So cringe, man.
Me, I'm not a flat earther, but I'm still willing to come. And so it sounds like she was accommodating, and you go to this party. Now, we never know what's going to happen in our lives. We never know what single individual event is just going to completely take our life into a new direction. And so I believe you met someone at this party that is pretty significant.
Yeah, for sure. I met Judy there. She's pretty cool, and we
Right.
we didn't really get a
This is
chance to
proposal, is
connect at that party, but I thought she was really nice and stuff, and yeah, it was a good.
Awesome. So, okay. So you meet Judy at this party, and you guys eventually start talking. You eventually start to kind of form a relationship, and that relationship gets pretty serious. Yeah.
It does. Wow.
That grin, PJ.
I know.
Everything that
I know.
everything that she shows me about herself is just awesome, and she just loves everything about me, and I've never ever felt this way about anyone in my life, So,
Yeah. I love it. It's a true romantic story. So,
It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. That's all this is, a frigging gimmick. To attract you to bloody the DFE.
let's talk about now the big news, which is that you proposed.
I did.
And so just talk a little bit about the proposal and what she said, and then we'll talk about what happened afterward.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
Well, Guy, I think you've been bewitched,
spent
man.
the weekend with her. She lives 2 hours away, and I was driving home, and I just had a
Now that's a gimmick,
big
PJ.
idea about proposing to her. So I called her when I got home, and she was waking up from a nap, and yeah, she said she would marry me.
Awesome. Yeah, I like to tell people, when you know, you know. Interesting story. I don't know if I've ever told this before, but I might as well right now, which is that when I had the thought that I'm ready to propose to who I was dating at the time, she's now my wife, but she told me no before I popped the question. So
I would have as well. I was no, don't you even dare ask.
that is a rare situation. So my wife is incredibly intuitive, and she got a strong feeling that I was going to propose. And instead of dealing with the awkward situation of having to say no after I asked, she said no preemptively. So interesting story there. I ended up waiting a full year, and then I proposed after a year, and I got a yes that time. So it's all good.
Wow. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Now this.
Ooh. I think that would have burned. If that's true, I think that would have burned a little bit. Surely. I say
Well, I
no
heard-
before you even asked.
Yeah, well, from what I don't know, PJ, he had an affair with a secretary at the church, and that's who he married after the fact. So it's more. He's not going to tell the whole story.
No.
This is where things get a little bit interesting, and I'm still, wrapping my mind around it. But I do think it's fun, and I love it.
Yes, Luke. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. What a cook. I was talking about cooks last night. Barbara, me, Vicky, and Barbara after the stream, Vicky's stream last night was talking about cooks. Actually, yeah, absolutely, Luke. What a cook, and what a cook.
Good.
Sorry, Lord, for the language.
This. So obviously you propose, you get a yes, you're on cloud nine, you're as happy as can be. What's the next thing that you did?
Oh, don't tell me they're going to get married in the dark. Surely not.
I can almost bet on it, PJ.
Emailed you and
Wow.
told you that I would love it.
Hey, Saddlebaum, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Absolutely. I was just saying, Barbara, we were talking about cookish situations last night, weren't we?
I can make sure she's a true flat earther.
The true
Say that
flat.
again, Ryan.
I said, he's saying basically, I want to marry her in Antarctica so that way I can make sure she's a true flat earther.
If
What a
you
And
married us down in Antarctica.
Yeah. So
so Duffy is going to marry them in Antarctica. Oh, it's so super duper. In front of a 24 hours, in front of a 24-hour sun. That's so romantic. So you get
So
married.
Duffy's going now?
So when you consummate the marriage, it won't even be dark, dude. Think about that. It wouldn't be dark. You'll have your 24-hour sun while you're consummating your marriage. That is so romantic, dude. So romantic. You won't even need candlelight.
Sounds ridiculous.
I've got real problems with this story.
Isn't it bullshit, dude? It is absolute 100% bull crap. And that's enough. That's enough. There's 4 minutes left, and I don't need to see it.
Like
Done.
a glober goes to a flat earth party and meets a flat earther, gets
Mhm.
talking. So what's talking point going to be? Flat versus globe.
Oh, yep.
How do you then progress into a relationship from that, like, totally different worldview that you're arguing about with each other, which you would have been surely?
It seems like he was a
Hey, Cookie, your mic shit, dude.
Yeah, your mic's horrible. It seems like he was a flat earther for 5 minutes, and the slightest little bit of something. Just because it was Eric Dubé, allegedly, that said that he was meant to be a Patreon, even though you can't find any information on Patreons or anything on the Eric Dubé, like Roger just said. He doesn't give back to anybody or anything like that. But apparently he had access to him monthly. Ridiculous, man. Yeah, it's an acting job. That's an acting job, man. This is just a pure gimmick to try and pull people towards the TFE. It's pure deceit, man. This is just pure deceit. Rubbish, absolute garbage. Like
So
I say,
now Duffy's going to Antarctica to marry these two, is what he
well,
said?
he could probably. I don't know if he could marry them over online. Can you do? You could get married. Can you get married online? Could you do it that way? If they're online,
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I thought you had to be there.
You can get married
I don't
anywhere, can't you, these days?
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't even want to find out. As soon as I knew it was I knew it. I was like, nah, I don't need to see the last 4 minutes. It's done. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, no, right. I will not. Now, that is it. Definitely not. Will not cover anything that's got Duffy in it anymore. That's it, done. That was just the last straw. That is bull crap.
It don't really matter, PJ. Damage has already been done because nobody should have been covering this from the start.
No, of course.
Surfers can't help themselves trying to come up with stupid ideas that are a 24-hour sun can work. And you know what I mean? It's just crazy.
It's crap. I just needed, when I seen the wedding cake thing, I was like, and that's what he's done. You know, you see the wedding cake thing, you see something that alludes to someone being a flat earther and then changing back. You think, it's almost clickbait. It's clickbait, because the wedding thing's like, oh, what kind of crap is this? It's just the same as when I do a flat earth stream. I don't often do flat earth streams. Sometimes do a flat earth stream, sometimes do a flat earth video. I get more views on my flat earth stuff, not from flat earthers, but the anti-flat earthers. I get more views because of them. So what he's doing is putting that kind of clickbait up for flat earthers to click. That's what he's doing. Like I did. I just wanted to flick through it though. Jeff said, you need to watch it all to see it. Like, okay. So we flicked like 10 minutes to start. Watched the whole bit of that up till the last 4 minutes. And I don't need to see the last 4 minutes. That is all crap, man. Oh crap. Yeah. Just an anecdotal. Even if it was half true, it's just anecdotal. It's just what someone's saying. It's bullshit. Sorry, Lord, for the language. Hey, Johnny, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Right.
I got a confession to make right quick, BJ. I used to troll Simon Dan on his Facebook page and convince people not to listen to him on a regular basis.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, it's what they do, isn't it? It's kind of what they do.
Yeah, I quit. I got tired of it.
I don't blame you. It's futile, man. It's just, is this the right one?
Well, I had some people actually come to me and go, dude, you're right. And a couple of them did. Like, saw my points. So I did get through to some people.
Aye, absolutely. Absolutely.
Facebook's a good place to look at these people. Like
aye, it is.
Not a Professor Dave and that, and like people really don't like these people,
Nope, they don't.
And anybody with half a brain knows that they're all talking rubbish.
Oh,
they pretend to be these smart people, but they're really not.
Absolutely. Right. I am going to nip to the toilet. Shall I play it or just want to talk while I go to the toilet?
Yeah, I'm not stopping on much longer because I've got to go and get some food shopping done.
No problems, dude. No problem.
I'm gonna get off in like 20 minutes because I got to babysit.
No problems. No problems, man. That's all good.
What I'll do, PJ, is I'll WhatsApp you when I get back and we'll have a chat.
Cool. I've given you some voice clips in there anyway that you need to listen to. But I'll talk to you later anyway.
I can't believe that Facebook video.
Oh, he sent me a couple of, you mean, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right, it's not about Mikey this time, but I'm just saying them. Yeah, I sent you them, didn't I? I don't know if I sent you them in order.
I'm literally saying that woman on about Vicky like that.
Vicky,
I'd have been seeing red.
Yeah, well, I did, but I haven't told Vicky about them videos because I forgot about it anyway. But yeah, that woman, I need to like calm down. I already said to him, look, that's my missus you're talking about. You know what I mean? You need to chill. So I'm definitely still want to do it. I don't want to be. I feel
you married that woman.
I feel like if I'm harsh to him. Because how he was trying to be all tender in the videos. You see, I feel if I'd be harsh to him, I'm being an asshole to him. But I'm not. I'm just calling him out for what he's been doing. I've always stuck up for him. I've always said what he does is cool and all that. And do you know what I mean? There's no need for him to be the way he is. So I'm going to call it. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'm still going to say, Mikey, love you, but I'm going to call you out for what you've been doing. Simple.
I agree, but this has been going on for ages. He's been saying these things time and time again, and now we've not said no. Obviously we've spoke about it between each other and that.
Yeah.
What's game here like, but went done out about it and said out about it, And
no, exactly.
Why should we be able to
exactly. And the best way we can do it is just react to that stream that he's talking about it. It's the best way.
The question I want to know is why did he approach me and asked to come on my show yesterday?
Well, that's what I mean. He's doubling down, Roger. Now he wants to try and make out that he's just trying to help everybody and that, but
he's even said to me that I can go on his stream anytime, didn't he? He said that to me.
Who makes him the person who decides what a flat earther has to do?
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think
exactly right. Definitely right. I'll play this. I'm just going to nip to the toilet.
Gone at the age of 21. This rapper at the age of 20. This rapper at the age of 26. This one also gone at the age of 20. This rapper gone at the age of 24. Tupac gone at 25. This man at the age of 33. Him gone at 26. You see all these people on your screen?
Have you been like looking at some of the stuff that they're trying to pin on Diddy now, Roger?
Not too much, but I've heard.
Well, I think they're
people
trying to
talking.
they're trying to pin Tupac on him, Biggie on him.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh,
yeah,
I've heard that. That's
Yeah.
a lot, dude. So they make him into scapegoat. They're gonna make him.
definitely.
The bad guy.
scapegoat.
Yeah.
He'll be off to Ireland with rest on him, won't he?
Yeah. You be out with Epstein.
yeah.
Out on the island in the Pacific.
It'll turn up that he's hung himself in prison or something daft like that. And
Oh, do you know what pissed me off? StreamYard have pissed me off a lot. I hate so much so I quit. I went to the centre and asked, the help bit. Because I went to my bank account, I was checking for something, and they took 2 months out, £34.99 pound, 34 quid 99p. They took two. So I was like, why have you took 2 months out? Right. So, and I haven't heard back from them yet. But then I checked online and I put in StreamYard price plan. I'm like, because that's what the price, it says I'm on this price plan and it says it's $34.99 a month when it was $15.99 a month. And then as soon as I typed in the internet, it says people in uproar about StreamYard price change. It's over doubled. I was paying $15.99 and now it's $34.99, over double. And the thing is, if I go to Restream, it doesn't do, even for the highest plan on Restream, it still doesn't do what StreamYard does that I use. No, the video file. It does that, but you have to upload it to Restream. But if you were on the fast plan, the most you can get is a half an hour video. If you're on the second plan with Restream, you can get an hour video. If you're on the highest plan, you don't get more than 2 hours. So the videos I've been using are like 3 hours sometimes. You can't use them on video file on Restream if they're over. Even if you're on the highest plan, you can't get over 2 hours. It's crazy. So it would be cheaper for me in Restream, but I'm gonna have to stick to StreamYard because of what it's got, because of how I use it. But it's ridiculous. Charging over double now. It's crazy. Hey Sergio, how you doing, bro?
everybody should
Hey, Serge.
cancel the subscription, shouldn't they? Really?
Well, yeah, they should at least make a deal with people who's been on for a while. It's just, why double? I mean, it's not even just a little bit. It's over doubled. I mean, $15.99 to $34.99.
That happened to me, PJ.
Just over double, I think. Or on, it's exactly double. I don't know.
That happened to me.
What was StreamYard?
Yeah, I recently signed up. Let me take this off. It's kind of laggy. I recently signed up again because I wanted backgrounds and whatever. I wanted a little bit more features. So I was gonna sign up, and it was like $25.99 or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, all right, it's not worth it, dude. So I was literally signing up, right? I was filling out the application, and it came to that point, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. So I put cancel, and they said, well, we got a $10.99 or something like that, like a $10 one if you want. You're just not gonna get these features. It's the lowest one. And I was like, yeah, I said, okay, fine. So I accepted, and I got a $10 a month StreamYard, and I decided to pay monthly, not the annual. I know it's like $5 more or something like that. But anyway, my wife tells me the other night, she says, StreamYard is $45. Like, kind of like upset. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, what in the world, dude? I was like, it's $10. It's not $49.19. It's not fair. I'm not paying StreamYard $50 a month, especially for not the top tier.
Exactly. I'm just on the core.
They snuck it up.
I'm on the core one. I'm on the fast one, and that's what it is. $34.99 a month for me now.
Yeah. So you were saying Restream is better?
Yeah, Restream it's a little cheaper for the prices, definitely. But even on the highest subscription, even the best premium subscription, it doesn't do what I need it to do. The most it'll upload. And because here I can present video file where I can control it in the studio. Otherwise, you have to share a YouTube video or whatever, and you have to control it from within the YouTube tab. So you have to keep coming back to your Restream to see if people have come in that. So if you're controlling it from within, sorry, StreamYard. So if you're controlling it within the studio, it's easier because you can see someone come in and stuff like that. But Restream does this, but for the smallest subscription, you get a half-hour video, but you have to upload it and it stays in StreamYard. But it only gives you a certain amount, a gig or meg or whatever, and the highest you'll get is half an hour. For the second one, for the second best one in Restream, it's you get an hour. For the best one, you get 2 hours. But sometimes I have things that are over 2 hours. So even for the best one in Restream, you can't upload more than a 2-hour video to it. So it's not good enough for what I need to do. I have to stick with StreamYard, even though it's DR. It's just how I like to do it.
I got their plan for Restream. Let me show you real quick.
It is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. But for what I needed to do, I'm gonna have to stick to Restream. StreamYard.
You do both, right, Rodney?
We've had sound problems, haven't we, with Restream?
Yeah, it's a thing. The thing is with Restream as well, we have really, really bad sound problems. Me and Michael do.
There's their price plan right there.
Yeah.
So
and I've started to hear Flats is Restream. Sometimes it just goes a bit jittery as well.
It does.
Flats goes jittery as well. And Brian from Dose of Reality said I have loads of problems with my sound on Restream. That's why he does OBS. You know, he says he doesn't like StreamYard or Restream, but he goes OBS. But yeah, Restream hasn't got it sussed yet. I have had loads of. If I'm on my laptop, no way will I use Restream, and I haven't even tried it on this computer yet. I don't think I would unless I had to. I mean, because I've still got
about that. Yeah,
I've still got an account, but it's just your basic account. No, the free one with Restream. I've still got that, but I mean, I'll use it if I have to. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Maybe I should learn how to use OBS. It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, but if you want a panel on OBS, then you're still got to link something that allows you to have
Element.
Yeah, like Discord or Element.
Right, you'd have to.
But then not everybody's on Element. It's a pain. We had to work out. We had to get people in Element to be able to do that in Flats, didn't we? So yeah, you still.
Is that why they were always on about Element?
Yeah,
because they were on OBS. Gotcha.
Yeah. And for Flats to share properly, while it was on Element, you had to have 2 accounts, one for showing and one for him to see, just to show yourself.
Them Flats were having loads of problems with sound settings on OBS as well. Like, you know.
Yeah, their connection to their.
What about Streamlabs? What does Streamlabs do?
I haven't heard of it.
Streamlabs, that's what Brandon is. I think it's a donating one as well. Like it's got things that you can donate to and all that kind of crap as well. But I think it's like a cross between OBS and StreamYard type thing. I don't know. I'll have to check it sometime. I'll have to check it and see what it's saying. But in the meantime, I have to stick with StreamYard. I have to. It doesn't matter, even though it's there. It's a pain in the butt. Like it just don't. And I was like, why did they take 2 months out? I was thinking maybe they take 2 months out because of some kind of formal thing, some kind of, I don't know. They have to do it this time of year, coming up to Christmas or something. But then I checked it all out, and
it seems like
helpline. First of all, I went to the helpline and said, "Yo, why you took this for me? Why is it like?" And then as soon as I did that and checked online, people were in uproar about the price change. I was like,
yeah, it seems like StreamYard is trying to cop a feel and seeing how much they can get away with.
It's too much.
Nice analogy.
I mean, come on, most people are using it, are doing free content on their channels. You know what I mean? Most people, like I'm using it, and I mean, I'm not monetized or anything like that. So I'm paying to put out free stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. They should. I don't mind doing it, but pricing wise, it's stupid. They should have it under control. They should have a decent price. That's just beyond a joke. $34.99 a month. That's $50. $50 a month.
And here they'll tax the shit out of you too. Like the $39.99 or whatever is going to be like $45.99 when they get done for the 2 month.
Absolutely.
Plan.
Oh, hey babe, how you doing? Good to see you.
You know, StreamYard's connected to YouTube directly, and it would be cool if the YouTube account is on premium, they should give you a discount, very, very good discount for StreamYard, I think, because anyways, that's what I think.
They don't. I got premium YouTube, and it doesn't give me any discount, and it doesn't say anything about it.
You just get free movies, free old
The
movies.
thing is, right? See, if you go premium with YouTube, you know, like because you can go live from YouTube. If you go premium, can you share stuff if you go premium? Like, can you share screens on
I
YouTube? If
haven't
you go
tried it
premium?
yet. I can
You
look
don't-
and see right quick.
I know if you go live from YouTube, it's just like what Arwen does. He doesn't have anybody in panel or anything with him. It's just him on the screen. But I was wondering if
Exactly.
you have premium, are you able to share stuff at least? And I know you won't be able to get people on the panel, but are you able to share? I don't know.
Well,
I don't
I'm looking
know.
at it.
I don't
There's a
think-
share. There's a share button on the live settings that I got here in the what do you call it?
On the
The
phone.
dashboard. Yeah. No, I'm on the
Oh,
computer.
I showed
computer.
this lord, not this lord, sorry, Sergio last night when we was on Vicky's. And if you go into the settings, Michael, at the
Oh, yeah.
bottom, right?
Of what?
If you go to into the settings and under camera, you've now got touch up my appearance, and you can slide the slider and make your face look smoother. Look, takes my wrinkles out.
Yeah, PJ was having fun yesterday.
It's
with
look
him.
Chinese, man.
Look, I know. Look, hold on. Let me just get. Let me change it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, see, can you see it in the setting? Right, let's well, see if it looks any different when I
Yeah, AI
full
filters,
screen.
basically.
solo layout. Right, let's get this setting up. It does. I can see the difference. It looks strange. It's took my forehead wrinkles out and left the dent in the middle. Right, let's go back down.
Yeah,
It
there's
does do
not
a
a
little
place
bit.
in here.
It's awful. It's awful. It's weird.
Nope, it's too ugly. Sorry.
I wonder if it'll give you some air, Ryan.
It might.
I need it.
Hey, by the guy, Vicky, Barbara, X, and Sergio, excellent stream last night, guys. It was fantastic. I think people loved it.
I
Awesome.
missed half of it. I was
You
over
catch
Put
it?
the link there.
last-
Put the link in
I,
for the
I
stream. babe.
wanted to watch it, but I just felt too ill. I had to go to
Oh
bed.
well, it was yeah. It wasn't too late actually, but
I was
yeah,
going to ask you if
especially when
you
you're
caught it,
feeling ill.
Michael.
Nah, I had to go to bed, Sergio. Because it was on at 9 for me, so I were going to watch it, and I just had to go to bed. I felt rough.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put the link in, guys.
Catch
for
the end of it if you do.
Excuses,
I'll probably watch it all at some point.
I talked about 2 car accidents, and then at the end, I talked about Michelle.
That's good.
Oh,
Vicky's
yeah.
got 112. You've got 112 views on it so far, so that's good, man. That's good.
What do you
You've got
mean by
100
talking about Michelle, Sergio? Like, what went off with it?
Oh, not her. It was a
Ah.
testimony. She lived with me for a little bit, and I just talked about it because there's just some issues. So I just wanted to clear the air.
Do you
Because-
speak to Chuck still?
No, I don't talk to any of them. I went on that a little bit too. How I talked to Chuck and Michelle and Angie, and they, they, what's the word?
Oh,
Like cast
Oh,
off,
Uh,
But yeah, just check it out. It'll be there.
Mm. Jono just said morning coffee streams are great, PG, but they are midnight here. It's still morning coffee. It's still morning. Midnight is morning. Michelle's a kind of a friend of ours from another channel, Ryan. She's been on my stream once, but it was way back when I had the laptop and I was sitting all hunched up like that on a little stool. Yeah, she does get a fair amount of people in her live streams though. She does get like 50 odd people at a time, maybe 70 people.
Yeah.
I don't know what she talks about anymore, but I thought she was all right person, but there's some things we don't always know about people's lives and that, isn't that? You can't know everybody fully, completely.
There's nowhere in YouTube to get a panel though. I looked through the whole thing, and you can't put people on your channel while
No,
you're doing
that's
a
it.
stream.
Even if you could share something, you can't get a panel. That's the only thing.
No.
So you need
can share.
these kind of platforms. You need these kind of platforms
I might try it this Sunday. The YouTube.
on its own.
Roger. I might try
Yeah.
it. We'll see.
I mean, you can't stream from YouTube, obviously, but you just can talk to your audience. That's it, pretty much. Unless you get premium and maybe you're able to share something. I don't know. I really don't. I've never tried it. I'm not on premium anyway. I wouldn't want to pay for premium YouTube. Anyway, let's carry on.
All of them were secular music
Wow. Is that all I got in? 33 seconds. I've done well in this video, haven't I?
artists who passed away at an early age. And the following
That's
are the
true.
ones I
A lot
did
of
not mention who passed away at an early age as well. And when you look at all this, it makes you wonder what is really going on here. Well, I want to piece this puzzle together as I walk you through this so that we can get
I think this
at the
guy's
root
alright.
of this mystery.
He looks like a
First
young
of
dude,
all,
but he's alright.
let us start with a shocking confession from this rapper who's still alive, and what he says does confirm a lot.
It's the witching hour, Barbara. It's the witching hour.
Of my suspicions.
It's a my industry that I chose to be a part of. So it's like I accept that I'm really, but don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand that using me as entertainment.
What he says next is even more shocking.
And this shit becomes self-destruction too. Because I ain't an entertainer. And shit becomes self-destruction too. Because I ain't an entertainer. You know, some can be spoke on. Why? It's to be continued.
Watch the Grammy Awards. You watch some of these big concerts and music videos where they are putting satanic symbolism right in your face.
That's true. Every single event of something big, Super Bowl, that type of stuff, even stuff over here, football, anything that's got an event to it, where any pop star or singer, whatever, comes, always some kind of satanic looking ritually type do. You know, they're always doing, and the symbology is there. It's just, it's all over the shop. But what they do, I mean, on stage, it does actually look like a ritual. You know, it does look like a ritual in plain sight. Whether it is or not, or whether they're just mimicking what they actually do, you know, like, I don't know. But it's demonic.
Something I've often wondered is, are you partaking when you watch these things?
That's what I'm thinking
Yes, I sometimes think that as well. If I watch this, am I actually like, you know what I mean, partaking in it? Absolutely, absolutely.
Even when
That's why when I'm glad when we react to that we have to pause and stop. But if you just watch it on TV, are you taking part in it? You know, or are you just yeah? I mean, I wouldn't intentionally go watch them anyway nowadays. You know, but at one point, then yeah, if it was on TV, I'd be watching it. You know, I mean, I still like some old music, old rock music, and if you look at the videos now, it'd be like, oh, it's a bit demonic. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember when Charlotte got their first football team, the Panthers. Man, the whole town lit up. Man, it was like the best thing could happen. And everybody, the true fans actually still go to the arenas, but you have no control what they do there. I think it's basically a witch hunt. It looks like to me, like they're trying to provoke the evil.
Absolutely.
By doing these ceremonies. Yeah.
Absolutely. Ryo Gaming, good to see you, bro. Sandro, good to see you. Glenn, good to see you, man. Good to see you guys.
They are practicing witchcraft on the stage right in front of you. You're watching a football game or an award show and with your kids, and now whammo.
Look at that little shape around what do you call it? Sergio's avatar. It looks like he's wearing one of them student caps, you know, when you graduate.
Straight evil coming straight at you. We've all seen this now.
Stay there. Look, now he's actually wearing it.
Mason confirmed.
It looks good. It looks good. Nice.
Now, somebody has to counter that. You know,
hey, Baz, that good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
These guys have all these massive budgets, the entertainment value, the ability to produce those things at such a high level. It's impossible to look away from it. You know, it's like boom, pow, huge special effects, all this stuff, and everybody's just mesmerized, and it's going right into them. So on Revelation,
why are they pushing Satan worship on television?
Because they're doing the work of their father.
Look at Tucker.
Just
knocking
You know full well, Tucker.
Aye, absolutely. They're doing the work of their father. Absolutely right. Well
Didn't
said.
somebody go to Tucker and like present Flat Earth to him, and he said he'd look into it? Like he was like interested in it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's pretty close. Yeah.
I don't believe half of them when they say, "Oh yeah, I'll look into it." Yeah, they just brush it off. It's a hand wave, and yeah, I'll look at it. Bullshit.
He's one
It's
of
like
those
I
red
am.
place.
Absolutely, Sergio. Right.
Wow. And there's kind of no denying. I mean, they're not getting richer by pushing satanic symbols.
Sure, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the industry, you know, the way those movie industries, music industries, all of that. Now, not everybody in those.
Probably in the contract, we'll give you a load of money if you do these kind of festivals or whatever, and you know what I mean, wear some leopard skin and stuff like that.
Industries obviously is, you know, some kind of a Satan worshiper or something, but there's a lot of that in there. There's a lot of that in there, and they have spent decades programming us from a young age to think those things are fine and normal, and they get rewarded for that. I looked at
The guy with the cowboy hat. You like his music, Barbara? I don't think I've heard it.
Who is that?
I don't know. I knew the other guy. He took well, I didn't know his name till you guys said, but I'd recognized him. You know what I mean? I don't know who this is, to be honest. Who is it, Barbara?
Penny's on it. Literally just dropped for me that he's actually like.
Oh, what?
What?
Ryan, sort your mic out.
Recognize that guy?
No.
No.
Who is it?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like Penny's just dropped for me that he's actually someone who was obviously in music industry or something.
That's it.
He's a cowboy. He's a singer. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guy is just a truther from the South or something.
Well,
with a good mind.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
A good mic. Unlike Ryan.
up his record just to see what Eminem's doing. One of the titles on his record is just called Evil. One is called Lucifer.
I realized I still got pink highlights up because I changed it for Vicky at the end of the bloody last night.
By the way, morning, Vicky.
Morning, Vic.
There we go. Let's go deep red. Stuart red. Tapton red.
Stuart red.
Stuart Reed.
Is it Tim McGraw or is it somebody else? I don't know.
Don't try, Ryan.
And one is called.
Is it Tim McGraw?
Is it? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Don't know. You can tell you.
Hold on. I did ask.
I think Barbara knows.
If she put anything in. Oh no, nothing. Hold on. Maybe.
Let me look up Tim McGraw. Right
No, nothing yet. I'll check it.
Antichrist. How crazy is that?
Now I know that you've heard a lot of talk out there of how many of these people who get involved with the worldly secular music business worship the evil one in return of fame, money, and power. This rapper that you just listened to, in a way, just confirmed this, and it's not the only one.
I'm looking at Tim McGraw now. I don't think that's the same
No,
guy.
it's not him, dude. No.
Not Tim McGraw, no. Doesn't look like Tim McGraw to me. This is Tim McGraw, look. Just being. That's Tim McGraw. It's not the same guy, is it?
Nah. It's
No
too
way.
girly
No.
looking.
Tim McGraw. Oh, right. No, they're right. So that's Matt Winkley Images, right? I was thinking it was not saying it was Matt someone else, but no, that is Tim McGraw.
You know how that it's just been like going throughout, like young people in industry who die and that.
Aye.
My mum's just messaged me and said that that Liam Payne from One Direction's dead.
Oh, for goodness sake. Wow. See what I mean? It's all over the place. It's rife. It's rife, man. Here's my favorite song he does. Okay, let's have a look at that, then I can see who it is. Oh, right. John Rich, is that his name? Well, that's the name of the channel, John Rich. Right. So is that his name? John Rich? Song written by John Rich. Yeah, so it's John Rich. John Rich is his name.
John Rich, yes, John Rich Brian. That's who it is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. None the wiser.
Yeah.
Wiser.
We learned something.
Absolutely.
The goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
And when you
You did say something, babe, but I didn't know it was One Direction. Didn't know it was One Direction. Yeah, no, me neither, Ryan. Me neither.
Apparently, it fell from an hotel balcony or something.
Oh wow.
Not good.
Well, God bless his family, man. If it's all true and stuff, and if it's not just rumors or whatever, then well, I fell from a third floor as well, but I smashed my feet. Yeah, I pray that God looks after his family, obviously, comforts them and guides them.
One of my mates fell from one and broke his back, and then his nickname ended up being Back.
That's not even
That's
funny.
a bad way to get it.
I know
No,
it's not.
Back. Wow.
That's a bad way to get a nickname, man. I'm telling you.
I know.
I'm surprised it wasn't called Backdrop or something, like a wrestling move, like Backdrop, or I know, or what do you call it? Power Slam or something like that. Crazy.
My
other people,
my group of friends that I don't hang around with anymore. But we were supposed friends, but we were right nasty with each other.
There's a lot of mates like that. I mean, there's a lot of mates that rival for to be the top of the thing, and they end up fighting that. And yeah, there's a lot of mates that are really, really bad to each other. And there's usually someone that's bullied in that as well, and they're like the lower of the group. Hey, babe.
Oh yeah, no. So one of his ex-girlfriends had made accusations against him. Don't know how true they are. And he was there to go to a concert for one of the other band members of One Direction.
Oh.
His girlfriend went home 2 days ago, and apparently he was acting erratically. He was in the foyer of the hotel, smashing his laptop up and that like they had to take him back to his room. And they rang the police, and when the police got there, they heard a thud, and the foyer where the balcony was, that courtyard, is inside, so the hotel is around it. And they heard the thud, and some sicko took a picture of him, and there's a news outlet called TMZ.
Music outlet in there.
So he had a sleeve tattoo on one arm, I think. I don't know about the other one, but they used a picture of him and shown his arm on the floor. But it looks like he did it intentionally. But
really?
Yeah, 31. He's got a 7-year-old son with Cheryl Cole. And yeah, but he's, for the last couple of years, he's been struggling with mental health. And there's pictures of his hotel room, and there's obviously substances about. So,
right.
So yeah, just because you're rich and famous doesn't mean that your life's perfect, does it?
No, of course not.
And it's sad.
Apart from it.
Don't forget the Babbies when they got into
14.
Yeah, they were
he was
kids.
14.
They were kids, man. They were rich by the time they were 16. You know what I mean? In Big Brother and stuff. I mean, Harry was in Big Brother. Was Harry Styles?
No, none of them were in Big Brother.
No.
One of them was in Big Brother, babe.
Yeah,
No, they weren't.
Celebrity one.
Yeah.
I don't think they were.
But hold on. One Direction we're on about. Who's Harry?
Yeah.
What band's Harry Styles from?
Harry Styles.
One Direction. Harry Styles definitely didn't do Big Brother.
Yeah, whether it's a true story or not.
No, it's been confirmed. It has been confirmed.
It'll be true. It'll be well,
you know what I mean. Like either way, it's pretty sick that the public is so comfortable with. Oh yeah, someone took a picture of it. Like,
I find that disgusting. I do.
yeah,
I think
it's so sick.
anybody, whenever there's anything, any
Why would you
tragedy,
pull out your phone and capture
exactly,
that?
you wouldn't. The only reason you'd be pulling out your phone is to ring emergency services.
Yeah,
You,
they're gonna capture it. You don't
why
capture
would you
that.
want that? Why
But
would you even want that?
I
Do you
wouldn't
know
show
what I
my
mean?
wife. I wouldn't want to look at it later.
No,
don't
like
forget though that there's
Sick.
people, there's like paparazzi follow these people everywhere. Like
I
that,
know, but
that deliberately like get snapshots of them climbing out of taxis where you can see up the skirt and that. You know, that's how sad these people are. You know what I mean? So,
But if you can't, they don't get privacy in life. At least in death, you should at least be given the decency of privacy. And remember, he's got a kid. He's someone's son. He's a brother. You know, and you know, if people are that way inclined to pull their phones out, it's no different when there's car accidents on the motorway and stuff like that. And people take footage of it. People take pictures. And if that's your first instinct when there's something terrible happening, then you
I
really
agree
need
that.
to give your head a wobble.
I agree that.
And
Can't
the
see it.
TMZ is actually like the son over
I
there.
remember
They're
that.
like
I agree that,
they're
man.
dirtbag.
I can't see it.
You
I'm
can't
on my
see it.
phone. No.
Yes, Harry Styles appeared on the 2013 episode titled Day 7 of Celebrity Big Brother as himself.
Oh,
No.
Told you.
I didn't know
no,
that. But yeah,
I
so,
never watched Big Brother. Ever watched Big Brother? Don't be silly.
but you know, and again, like mental health, people need
Well,
to talk
that's
about it.
just
But
your
also, if you know, where were all the people that are paid to be around this man?
Yeah.
Where were all they when he needed them? All the people that make money off him, where were they?
they don't care. They use these young
Don't give
people
a
as
crap.
cash pigs, like.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
just
I mean,
think
look, you hear rappers complaining about it all the time. That when they're rich and all that, and they're giving all their mates these gold watches and Rolexes and drip, all this drip and ice and everything. But when they go downhill and these mates are not to be seen anymore.
People think these shows, like, you know, with Cowell and that, are about getting people who've got a talent, you know, getting them out there, and you know, but it's all about them making money. Cowell makes money from all these people. Like, he don't care about it.
No, of course he doesn't.
Sam is a dirtbag, dude. Yeah.
Somebody it's so critical of singers that can't sing himself. I just think he's awful. He's awful the way he used to be to people. Yeah, I mean, I know what his job and all that is, but to be the way you are, you can't. And some of the people he slags off were very good singers, you know. And the thing is, he can't sing worth a crap. Do you hear what Glenn said, babe? Give your head a wobble will be my new line. Thanks, Vicky. Do you know who else says that a lot? Do you know who else says that a lot? Adam Meakin says that a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, I think
we say give your head a shake.
Give it a wobble. Give your head a wobble.
In Coventry, it is wobble. It is wobble in Coventry.
But you know, and again, most people have mental health problems. So if anyone feels like that, please talk to any of us. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not good, and it's not, and there's people that are going to be suffering because of your actions. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Give your head a wobble. I think where I'm from, I'd say give your head a shot. I'd be more like my he'd say shit. I'd say give your head a shot. Your head a shot, man. Yeah, no, you're right, man. People should. Carry on.
Anyway,
or your
his family.
Absolutely,
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely.
Speculating or you're believing a silly conspiracy. Well, I want to put an end to those rebuttals against this claim that many of these people have actually given themselves over to the evil one, because I'm about to bring a lot of shocking evidence to the table, evidence that is really compelling. So brace yourself. But first, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to this channel if you've been watching my videos without subscribing, and hey, go ahead, leave a comment on what you think about this whole issue of people who are in the secular music industry passing away prematurely, and also share this video so that this video
I think partly it's part of the lifestyle. Yes, some of them has probably been off but it's the lifestyle, the rugs and that they get into, and the guns and stuff like that, and the situations, the beefs, all that kind of thing. It can get pretty hectic sometimes, especially within that type of genre, you know.
You know, when I was younger, I wasn't in this obviously truth thing, but I remember just thinking back on how many celebrities that I can remember just as a child, you know, maybe let's just say middle school, high school, middle school, high school, yeah. And how many, so many of them died young, and how many, and so many of them died in an airplane accident. I just thought, I found it very odd that so young,
right?
So many
I mean,
in an airplane accident.
Absolutely. The Big Bopper, Ricky Valens, and Buddy Holly were all
Aaliyah.
in the same plane.
Oh, they're in the same plane.
Yeah, in the same plane, and they
Yeah.
died. Yeah. Crazy.
They probably thought about like, all right, we can't keep doing that. We kind of have to spread it out next time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
There was one guy that was supposed to be on that plane. It was Dion from Dion and the Belmonts, but his mom
Right.
told him not to get on that plane. Sent him a bus ticket and said, ride the bus back home. So he missed the flight, dude.
That's right. That's right. I
He's
did
still-
hear that.
Yeah, he's still
But
around
and it's
today.
funny. It's funny as well because Buddy Holly, he's part of the 27 Club. He's one of them. You know what I mean? Like Kurt Cobain, 27 Club. Amy Winehouse, 27 Club. There's a lot of 27s, isn't there? 27s that within the music industry that died, and within the
Which to me like suggests some kind of non-genuineness to it, though. You know.
Exactly.
Right. It like
Exactly.
goes beyond coincidence, doesn't it? You know?
Exactly right.
Some
Exactly right.
people you might accept when it gets to 3-4, it starts getting a bit.
Absolutely, it just seems to be the
It
magic
wasn't
number.
making sense, you know, one after another. I'm like, what's
It
going
don't make
on?
sense,
Dude? They're
no.
picking them off or something. It just didn't make sense. Like a disingenuous for sure.
Jim Morrison from the Doors, I think, was a 27er. I think so. I could be wrong in that one, but I think so. He was young. He was very young anyway. But there's a lot of 27 club in the 27 Club.
Can be pushed to many people who are still bound by the filthy secular music that is consumed by millions all over the world. Because my goal is that after seeing all this, you can either choose to follow the Lord Jesus Christ, who is the light, or you can choose the way of darkness, which leads to eternal destruction. I don't want you to choose the latter.
PJ, I'm gonna get off, mate.
All right, bro. Nice one for being here, dude.
Catch
Bless
you all
you,
later.
Michael.
God
Nice
bless
one,
you.
dude.
Bye.
See you
Thanks for
later.
the input. Bless you, man.
I'll
Jim
see you
was a
later. I'll,
27er, dude.
I'll be in touch with you later, PJ.
Excellent, bro. Nice one, dude.
Take care of Vicky, Serge, Ryan.
And
Michael,
you.
Roger.
Love you, man.
Right?
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bless you, Michael.
Now, with that said, I want to take you back to the 1900s, and here we are dealing with a case of someone who passed away too soon as well. That's none other than Robert Johnson, who, as reported, once stood at the Mississippi crossroads and sold his soul to the evil one in exchange for unique musical gifts. Now, many have jokingly reported this story.
Yeah. What was? Well, you know, there's a rich history of the devil in rock and roll. It goes all the way back to like Elvis was everyone said he's playing the devil's music. What was that great song? The devil went down to Joe. Oh, Charlie Daniels. Charlie Daniels. He had some devil in there, and it goes even back to before that. Who's Robert Johnson? Right. You can find his roots, you know, way back to the beginning of rock, and so, you know, had we sold our soul to the devil? How else can you explain us being here on the
However, since Jesus says that you shall
Yeah, sorry, just a little diversion here. But yeah, list some of the members of the 27 Club. You see that?
Yeah,
Right,
Morris
so
is
you
one
got
of
Jimi Hendrix, Brian Jones, Jim Morrison, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin, Robert Johnson, Peter Ham, Alan Wilson, Kristen Pfaff, Chris Bell, Jean-Michel Basquiat, Ron Pigpen McCarran, Dave Alexander, Dee Boone, Maya Zapata, Richie Edwards, Ron McKernan, Anton Yelchin, Janis Joplin. It's already said Janis Joplin up there. Jesse Belvin, Elvis Presley. I didn't know Elvis Presley.
Huh?
He wasn't
No,
27.
he definitely wasn't 27.
No, he
Oh,
wasn't.
right. Yeah, no, 27 club members list. He wasn't 27.
Here, I'm gonna look that up.
I'm sorry, no.
He definitely wasn't 27.
He made the first album. No, he wasn't part of the 27 club, surely.
He died at 42, PJ.
Well, why is it there?
I have no
Yeah,
idea,
he was
dude.
42.
I mean, definitely. I mean, Jimi Hendrix, yeah, definitely. Kurt Cobain, yeah. I don't know about Brian Jones. Amy Winehouse, yeah. Janis Joplin, definitely. Jim Morrison, definitely. The rest of these, I don't know. Don't know why Elvis is there. Why is Elvis there? Let me see if I can get someone else. Hold on.
Ryan.
His mic ain't working, Vicky.
Well, Ryan, you're not alone. We're all here for you. We all love you. Just remember that, please.
It's a shame his mic's not working. Yeah, anytime, dude. Well, we're here for you.
And get a microphone.
Yep. Don't worry, I'll work on that tomorrow.
Identified members. Here we go. Yeah, right. Let's have a quick look at this one. You see that? Oh, you can't see it. Right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we can.
See it. Right. Okay. There you go. Right. Alexander Levy, Louis Chauvin. It does say the 20. Right. Rupert Brooke, Robert Johnson, Ghazi Overhat, not Jeff. I know who these somebody. Jesse Belvin, that was there. Rudy Lewis, Joe Henderson, Malcolm Hill, Dickie Pride. Hold on. Oh yeah, 27. Yeah, Dickie Pride, Brian Jones, Alan Wind Owl Wilson, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Al Lester, Dyke Christian, Jim Morrison, Leslie Harvey, Ron Pigman, McKinnon, Pamela Corson, Wallace, Dave Alexander, Pete Ham, Gary Thane. There is some there, Debo, and there's but yeah, no, Elvis is not in this one. Kurt Cobain. Oh, there's loads. There is absolutely loads.
I'm glad I'm not 27.
I was 27. Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Buddy Holly. So
Right.
I'm wrong about Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I must be wrong.
Glenn and Ryan are both going through hard stuff.
I don't know. I know.
And
But
eventually it will get better. I'm not saying it's going to be easy,
Oh.
and it's not going to be quick, but it will get easier. And you know, it gets easier to live day by day.
yeah, absolutely. No, Buddy Holly was 22. Actually, he was younger.
Wow.
So was it any of the other ones? How old was Ricky Valens then? Ricky Valens, when? Right.
Grief is love with nowhere to go.
Yeah, I remember I was going through like this separation. Not like I was going through a separation, and it was hard, you know.
Yeah.
It was harder, honestly. Yesterday I talked about losing Matt, right? My friend Matt. Well, this was harder than Matt, and this was the woman, not my wife. This is someone who I thought I was gonna marry, and for about 2 years after we split, right? She just walked in one day and she says, "I'm exiting the relationship." You know, of course we were having problems, but just like that, and she did. She exited, and she took my heart with her, man. It was so
Wow.
hard, and it was harder than the experience with Matt. I'm not, you know, exaggerating, and for 2 years. Every day, Glenn was saying he wake up with crust in his eyes. I would wake
Wow.
up in the middle of the night, Glenn, not knowing what to do, just thinking like, okay, like when is this gonna be over? It feels like I want to die. Like it was really, really bad. I was like, I was thinking to myself, so like, we weren't even married. We didn't have children. Why does this hurt so much? Why does it hurt more than Matt? It just did. It just did, man. And I just didn't know how long it was gonna last. And I just want to let you know, Glenn and Ryan, like there is a day where it ends, where that pain is not there anymore. You do live with the sadness and you're not okay, but that every day of when is this gonna end? It does end. It does end. Like Vicky
Yeah.
said, you live with it, but it ends.
I do.
Mm.
Like
By
I
the way,
remember when I lost my daughter, and I felt guilty because I felt more upset than I did when my dad died, and it, you know, that guilt lives with you, but it does get easier, and it's hard, and it is hard. You know, losing anybody is hard, but when you lose a parent or a child, it's part of you. Do you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But you like they're all still part of you forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a woman, the DNA from her baby stays in her forever. So you're always together. Do you know what I mean?
It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. What was I going to say? No, Ricky Valens was actually just 17 as well. So no, none of them were part of the 27 club. I thought Buddy Holly was, but he was 22. Anyway,
that was the day the music died, sir. That's the day the music died.
Music died, yeah. I didn't know Ricky Valens was that young though, because Lou Diamond Phillips played him in the movie, and Lou Diamond Phillips must have been in his 30s when he played him.
he looks young, dude. Now, still, even for
Lou Diamond, who liked
Yeah.
Lou Diamond Phillips, does he?
Yeah, he's still acting. I think he was like 5 years ago.
I haven't seen him since Young Guns.
Oh, he plays in TV shows mostly now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Who's Soggs?
Oh, he's the guy who comes in flat, says he hasn't got a mic in that. He comes and chills, remember, and talk. He types in private chat. He usually comes in flats. He's cool. Soggs is sound. He's all
Yeah, he
good.
plays memes all the time on his back.
Yeah, he puts what he does. Because he can't talk, he puts he talks in the chat sometimes, and then he puts memes on his avatar. That's why he's got that there at the minute. The ball. His Soggs is cool, baby. Soggs is cool.
Ryan, you will meet God when it's your time. It's not time.
Absolutely, it's not time yet. Not time yet.
Somebody by their
You know
fruit.
what it is?
Robert's fruits of darkness are evident in his lyrics, and this shows that Robert probably might have actually sold his soul.
There you go. He says it in his lyrics.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of other people say it in the lyrics.
Now, tragically for Robert, he passed away at the age of 27.
There you go, Robert Johnson, part of the 27 Club.
I believe the darkness that he embraced finally contributed to his early demise. Another music artist who passed away at the age of 27 as well.
I didn't need to get the list up, did I? The dude's doing it for me. Okay, James. So if you had, like somebody was saying the other day, I think it was Luke, the conspiracy about Jimi Hendrix and possibly Morgan Freeman being the same person. I don't believe that one, but it's I can see it. I can see the looks now, but I don't believe it, but I can see it. I can see it.
Was Jimi Hendrix from the 60s.
There you go, look, babe. They'll just bash meme up, look. See? So, he puts memes up. He puts memes up. See, he's put the 27 Club up there. Robert Johnson, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Jim Morrison. Is that Janis Joplin?
Yeah.
White House movie? Yeah.
And Jimi Hendrix was possessed by the devil because he was left-handed.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
this. Many of you probably know about him. There's an expose done on him that is really revealing. Watch this.
Jimi Hendrix, who claimed to be a voodoo child, stated, quote, "Things like witchcraft, which is a form of exploration and imagination that have been banned by the establishment and called evil, is because people are frightened to find out the full power of the mind." The satanic powers Hendrix unleashed through his music, though, were absolutely destructive. Jimi Hendrix opened himself up to demonic beings
Who plays that? Who's in that? I might have to see that movie. I've seen what you call it? I've seen the Bob Marley movie, the recent Bob Marley movie. I'm gonna have to watch the Jimi Hendrix one. I like watching these movies to see how accurately they're not. You know what I mean? Hey, have you just finished another track? Have you, Mr. Super Sidewinder? That cool. Let me know when you put it up or when you want it out. You know what I mean? Because obviously you don't always want them out straight away. No, there we go. Look at Suggs' name. I like it. I like the guitar Suggs.
who used him to initiate the hippie youth into the counterculture revolution. Alan Douglas, the executive curator of Hendrix's musical estate, admitted his spirit possession.
Now, one of the biggest things about Jimmy was what he believed, and he believed that he was possessed by some spirit, and I got to believe it myself, and that's what we had to deal with all the time. And he was very.
A lot of them say it, don't they? A lot of that is nowadays. Look at Nicki Minaj. She says she's got a gay boy inside of her that comes out and says the things that she would. Is that Roman or is that Beyonce's got Roman? No, Nicki Minaj has got Roman, isn't it?
House. I'm not sure.
Who's talking?
I have no idea.
That was me, sorry.
What was you doing?
Is it radio or something? TV?
It was the telly.
You're a weirdo, babe.
I thought I was muted. I must have pressed the button by mistake.
You're weirdo.
Humble about discussing it with people because he didn't want people to feel like he was being pretentious and so on. But he really believed it, and he was wrestling with it constantly.
He used to always talk about some devil or something was in him, you know, and he didn't have any control over it.
A lot of the stars do it nowadays. They've all got an alter ego inside them that changes when they go on stage. You know, it's very, very common. Yeah, exactly. You're never alone with schizophrenia. That's good. That's good. I like that one.
Hi, Mr.
He didn't know what made him act.
Good to see you, Mr. Super. Yeah, man. Nice. Let me know when you've got it done, man. That'll be cool. Or when I can do it.
The way he acted and what made him say the things he said and songs and different things like that just come out of him, you know. And
if you watch a look at the contents of this type of music, you'll realize that majority of the time it is glorifying sin and all ungodliness. It's as if the evil one inspired the writings of these songs, and even worse, wrote these songs. You're not gonna believe this. Watch this.
Barry Manilow, and I'm not going to get into his personal orientation on life right now, but he did come out of the closet a few years ago. But let me show you the lyrics to one of his songs.
Well, I would have guessed that back when I was a kid, probably. No, I didn't even know what. I didn't really understand.
I told you about this the other day.
Yeah, yeah. Aye.
Song that
I
every
write
one
the
of us
songs
have probably
with the devil.
heard.
Yeah. Oh, Concord knows.
The song is called I Sing the Songs That Make the Whole World Sing. I'll let the lyrics come up there so you can see them. I've been alive forever, and I wrote the very first song. I put the words and the melodies together. I am music, and I write the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young girls cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. My home lies deep within you, and I've got my own place in your soul. Now,
Very, very sus lyrics, isn't they? Absolutely sus.
That was really popular when I was growing up. That song was big. Yeah.
Crazy, because you hear his music and it's all soft and all that kind of thing, but then You see them lyrics, wow.
I look out through your eyes. I am young again, even though I'm very old.
Wow.
Oh, my music makes you dance and gives you
It
spirit
sounds
to
to me like
take a
demonic
chance.
possession, not
And I
living
wrote
just
some rock and roll so
vicariously.
you can move. Music fills your heart. Well, that's a fine place to start. It's from me, it's for you. It's from you, it's for me. It's a worldwide symphony. I write the songs.
Wow.
That was Satan speaking.
Yeah.
Through Barry Manilow.
Another very interesting case here
very
is
much
with
so.
Eminem. Many of his lyrics are either making light of evil or glorifying it. One of the lines from his Wicked song,
And I like Eminem as well, but yeah, his lyrics are bad. Were bad, not so much now, but yeah, they were bad, very much so.
that is Role Model, has the following. He writes, and I quote, "Follow me and do exactly what the song says. Smoke weed, take pills, drop out of school, kill people and drink, jump behind the wheel like it was still legal." That's really disturbing. In another song he says,
In his song I'm Back, he declares, quote, "I take each individual degenerate's head and reach into it just to see if he's influenced by me and if he listens to music. And if he feeds into this blank, he's an innocent victim and becomes a puppet."
I mean, you think about those words and you're like, what? And when you step back a little bit and look at the influence of darkness of these rappers and how they themselves are consumed by darkness, this whole premature death issue starts
that Nas X, man, and he came out with them Nike trainers with blood in it, with a drop of blood in it. That's so satanic, man. So satanic. He had the upside down cross on it and everything. Is it Nas X, babe? Babe?
I don't know.
Nas X, okay.
Nathan Oakes is in chat.
Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? This about Diddy? No, it's not about Diddy.
No.
I dare say he might be mentioned. I don't know. He might be mentioned, but it's not about Diddy at all. It's about the devil. About the devil.
makes sense. Now let's go to the real meat of this issue and to what I think takes place most of the time that leads to the premature passing away of.
I just covered Duffy's last video. It was a live stream he did to an ex-flat earther. I just covered that for the first half. An ex-flat earther. It was someone became a flat earther, and then because Eric Dubay said something about the final experiment, saying something about a fake sun, that was enough evidence for him to say, "Oh, I'm not a flat earther anymore." You know what I mean? It was just an actor, dude. It was an actor. I don't know if you've seen it, but Duffy's latest video or live stream, I just covered it at the start of this. It was bullshit. It was bullshit.
Yeah. PJ got one more for him. He's a punk, dude.
Nice one, Nathan. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. It wasn't meant. The stream wasn't meant to be about that. But when I seen it, I was like, yeah, I'll give Duffy one last coverage and check this out, because it was just gimmicky. Because the ex-flat earther on it had a thumbnail on his video. It had a thumbnail of the couple you get on top of a wedding cake, you know, the groom and the bride. It had that, so it's gimmicky. He was asking basically at the end of it, Duffy to marry him, when he goes to Antarctica. It's weird. I don't know, because apparently Duffy wasn't meant to be going. So yeah, he's asking. It's weird. Is it meant to be happening on that day? He said that, Roger, didn't he? Happening on that day.
Yeah,
that's what I think. It's crazy. I skipped out the last 4 minutes because I got sick of hearing it. But yeah, it's pretty much most of it's there.
Many of these rappers. But first, there's a clip I played months back of Kanye West.
Actually, I could go and get the link that I used to for Duffy's video.
Shockingly admitting to other famous people sacrificing others for fame.
My mama was sacrificed. Me too. You understand? Yeah. Appreciate Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
They do.
feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
When it comes to discipline, you have to sacrifice loved ones.
Now, back to the sacrifice thing. I'm sure that you've heard something like this. I'm sure that you've heard that there are people who actually sacrifice other people to the evil one for fame. But what exactly are the details? Do celebrities actually go to hell to meet with the devil, or do they have an out-of-body experience where they meet the enemy face to face in order to sign deals, as they jokingly admit at times, as seen here?
Hey, I have a question. Has anyone here ever actually been to hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone?
No, you haven't. But I dare say you might be going. Wow.
Of course, yeah.
What's it like? Wow, that is terrible. But if it's so bad, well,
Oh, we went to the Hell Moon and Jude Law. Io and Jupiter the other day, didn't we, Roger? We went to the
Yeah, we did. That was a fun little trip to Volcano Land, man.
Yeah, we had trips to volcano lands and all that. The astronaut didn't last very long. He took 2.5 years to get there, and he lasted less than 30 seconds on the moon, 5 seconds.
Yeah,
on
about 5 seconds.
Iron Man. Yeah, what a wasted trip, man. What a wasted trip.
I wouldn't think
Yeah, they're mocking 100%.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
They are.
why did you all go there?
Well, Jimmy, hell is where our agents make our deals with the devil.
Oh, that explains that.
Well, I know someone who was in such a position in the past, and I've looked intently.
Oh, Nathan, Soggs, he puts up random thumbnails, whatever's going on in chat. He doesn't talk. He hasn't got a mic and that. So whatever's going on in chat, he puts up random thumbnails and stuff like that. He doesn't mean any offense by it, dude. He doesn't mean
He's a
any
hero.
offense.
Yeah, that's nice.
Into her account, and I think she's onto something.
When I was introduced to one of the popular celebrities in Uganda, I realized that no, life is spiritual. These people add spirituality to their music, for their music, or for them to be so popular or successful in the industry.
I'm not trying to explain it. That's just a possible thing. That's it, you know.
They either have to be in the kingdom of God or in the kingdom of darkness. There is nothing like being in between. And those that are trying to make it with their talent are going to be struggling throughout. But the people that are...
My point was, why was it just thrown straight out, you know, rather than thinking it could be something else? Why would he just go, oh, well, I'm not a Viator anymore, because that was kind of my point, you know.
Deeply involved into witchcraft or sorcery are the ones at the top.
So tell us a bit about that.
And one of the musicians I was working with was given up to 35, and at 35 he was killed.
Now, to say that these rappers are actually in contact with the evil one, and some of them work consciously for the evil one who assigns them tasks of pushing his agenda, and are even told that they'll be killed after a certain time, to say all
I get you, Nathan. I get you, but I you know, Nathan, I don't debate. You know what I mean? I haven't debated really, so I haven't done anything in that kind of structure. You know what I'm saying? So I get exactly what you're saying through. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
A lot of assumptions.
Okay, I'll spin on to you talking now. I've got just the Duffy coverage. Oh, right, okay, okay. Okay, got you. Bless, man, bless. But yeah, no, like I said, Nathan, I don't really debate sort of thing. I do argue points and stuff like that, but I don't debate I've never debated in a structured way, you know what I mean? So, but you're right. There's no need for me to offer a speculative explanation. That is true. That is true.
of that is not a stretch. I want you to listen to the strange ways these two former rappers predicted their demise.
Biggie Small, this was a
Especially when the claim wasn't mine in the first place. I get it. Naughty PJ, slap the hand.
PJ, I
Revert
want
the burden, dude.
to read something.
Go for it.
Yeah.
It says in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3, it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Mm-hmm.
These people that we just saw around the piano mocking hell and saying that their agents sign a deal with the devil, is the same thing as these people saying, mocking and scoffing the prophets and the scriptures and the promise of the Lord himself that he would return. And and they say, where is he coming? Where's the promise of his coming? I thought he was coming since your fathers fell asleep. All things continue. Where is he at? Is basically what they're saying, right? And the same thing, these people like making a joke about hell and that old serpent called the devil and Satan, like it's nothing. Okay, keep scoffing and mocking. Keep it up, right?
Exactly.
They'll meet their maker, as it
God
says.
can't be mocked. God can't be mocked. They might be trying to
Right.
mock, but he can't be. It's impossible to mock God. You might think you're doing that, but do you think that's affected God in any kind of way? No. It just makes you worse. Absolutely, bro. Can't be mocked, dude. And we're always got to get scoffers. Always got to get scoffers. Even within flat earth and when it comes to Jesus or anything, anything that is the truth, people will scoff at it because the truth insults them. Simple as that. I keep saying it.
Yeah.
Keep stressing that point. The truth insults them. And there's conviction in the truth. And people don't like the feeling of that conviction.
I
don't like it.
I'm gonna hop in chat though.
All right,
Just
dude.
wanted to say
Bless
that
you, man.
before I leave. All right.
Nice to meet you. Bless you, man.
Roger, PJ, Ryan, Vicky, everybody.
Bye,
See you guys later.
Sergio.
Later, dude. Nice one, dude. Bless you, man.
Later.
song he put out right before he died. He said, as I grab the Glock, put it to your headpiece, one in the chamber, the safety's off release, straight to your dome homes. I want to see cabbage. Biggie Smalls the Savage doing your brain cells much damage. I'm ready to die and nobody can save me. Blank the world, blank my moms and my girl. My life is played out like a Jerry curl. I'm ready to die. Tupac, right before he died, came out with this song. I see death around the corner. The pressure's getting to me. I no longer trust my homies. Them phonies tried to do me. Smoking too much weed got me paranoid, stressed.
Mr. Oakley.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, man.
Hey,
What are you saying?
Nathan, how you doing this morning?
Very well.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. I'm hoping you'll let me break down the Antarctica thing when.
Go for it, dude. Go for it. Absolutely.
It's long and complicated though.
That's all right. Go for it.
Okay. So the way the Antarctica trip breaks down is as follows, right? There's a scientific hijacking aspect that will come afterwards, but this is how the actual claim breaks down from their side and as on the flat Earth. So it's set up in a false dichotomy. That should be obvious. It's flat Earth versus globe Earth. That's a false dichotomy. Okay. Both false dichotomies, or the globe side and the flat Earth side, have what's called an affirming the consequent fallacy attached to each. So I'll break it down for the globe first. Okay. If I assume I dangle off the bottom of the ball when I'm in Antarctica, then I will observe 24-hour sun. I observe 24-hour sun. Therefore, I'm dangling off the bottom of a ball in Antarctica. That's the fallacy.
Yeah.
The globe.
Absolutely.
For the flat earther, if I observe dusk in Antarctica, then Earth is the azimuthal equidistant globe projection. Earth is the azimuthal equidistant globe projection because I observed twilight in Antarctica. Both are if P then Q, Q therefore P.
Yeah.
On both sides. Yeah. So both
Absolutely.
commit fallacies. The more egregious is the globe fallacy from our perspective, because they have to assume that they're dangling off the bottom of the ball when they arrive. So before they do anything, they've assumed their outcome with this fallacy attached. Make sense?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So then you have to get people to buy into the fallacy
Mm-hmm.
and not notice that you're using it by putting us versus them in false dichotomy.
Of
So that
course.
they can beg the question that you're on the bottom of the ball.
Absolutely.
Then you call it, this is the last part, an experiment, which it isn't.
Which is definitely not, no.
I'll break that down
There-
briefly too. So an experiment is the actualization of a hypothesis. A hypothesis establishes if what you suppose causes an effect does or does not cause the effect. An effect is a naturally occurring phenomena. So just to put that in the right order, step 1, observe natural phenomena. Step 2, formulate a hypothesis, which is suppose a cause of it, something you can vary to cause the effect you observed. Step 3, experiment, as it's incorrectly labeled, it's fraud. An experiment is where you vary what you think will cause the effect to see if it causes it or not. That's an experiment, as in an actualization of a hypothesis. And all a hypothesis does is establish what you think causes the naturally occurring phenomena. So the first step is to observe the phenomena. They have a speculative phenomena. That's it. That's all they got.
That's right.
So can I add something, Nathan? This is astronomy. This is astrology, basically, right? They're just observing a natural thing in the sky. That's all it is. Nothing to do with science or the scientific method at all. So experiments should never be thrown in there at all. Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
To call it an experiment is the last step in the method. It's to actualize that which you have supposed will cause the effect you observed at step 1. So if this was to be called science, it would mean you go down, observe that the sun does stay above the horizon. I phrase it because it must be something that occurs, as in something's happening. So if you're going to describe the sun in that way, you say at one point it wasn't, now it is constantly above the horizon. That you could call a phenomena. Then you formulate a hypothesis, which is what you think will cause that. Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. Got you.
And then an experiment would be you taking that which you think causes it and varying it to see if it causes it or not. That's an experiment. This isn't. TFE isn't. It's fraud.
It's not true. Neil, he's asking you, is Doofus paying you not to go?
Nathan, he never approached you, did he? He never talked to you about going.
He didn't approach you?
No. Number 1, he did never approach me. But number 2, there was never anything to offer as far as I can tell.
No,
there
of
was some
course.
bogus offer. So he's just, again, like any fraudster, he's using my good name on his website like he actually had something to offer me and I actually declined it, neither of which is the case. But that's fraudsters for you.
Well, that's it. So do you think they'll actually go? Do you think they'll get there?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But I just don't think that it's going to happen. Or there's got to be some kind of bloody weather anomaly where they can't make any observation if they do go there. I don't know. But it's all bogus. It's bogus no matter what. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the sea. It doesn't change the non-curvature. It doesn't change the observations already made. It doesn't change the fact that the horizon doesn't curve. Simple. It doesn't change.
It doesn't change the stationary Earth at all, neither.
Yeah, it doesn't change any of the observations that we've already made. That's Brian's logic's point in this regard, which is it's just a hand wave to all 10 years of what we've demonstrated thus far. And yeah, it is a hand wave. But ultimately, once you understand that, the main thing I want you to take away from me coming is this. For their claim, they assume that they're dangling off the bottom of a ball. The way they do that with you or I or anyone else they're talking to is say, well, on a ball, it would do this. On a flat earth, it would do that. So you don't notice that they're saying, when I go to Antarctica, I'm dangling off the bottom of a ball. Then I'm going to look at the sun. Like, these two things aren't connected. You assuming that you're dangling off the bottom of a ball.
Exactly.
I'm not going to get into telling you why the ball itself is created with flat earth measurements. That's probably a bit not redundant, but surplus to requirements in this instance. You don't need to know why the ball that they're claiming they're on the bottom of was created with flat earth angles in the first place. That's not
any measurement done to flat earth measurement, but what they do is calculation and they call it measurement.
But they're not doing any of that for TFE. That's the point.
No,
it's
of course
really
not.
basic. All they do is assume they're going to the bottom of a ball. That's it. So long as I leave here and you go, right, so every time they talk about TFE, for them, the Globers making the trip and the claim and putting it up in full dichotomy with all these affirming the consequence on both sides, is to assume they're dangling off the bottom of a ball before they do anything. So before they open their eyes, if they were blindfolded and were took to Antarctica, before they took the blindfold off, where are you? You ask them. I'm on the bottom of a ball dangling at the bottom, waiting to look at the sun. So they've already assumed their outcome, haven't they?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
By the way, great job with the pitch data. I reviewed it over.
I'm glad you thanked me. I take full ownership and responsibility.
Okay.
For my hard work.
but you on about Brian's presentation you did on flats.
Nathan Oakley 1980s presentation on it that's been years in the making. Yes, that's correct.
Nice.
And Huey had nothing to do with it, right? Not a thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. The presentation I've done on pitch data was splendid, and everyone's now got behind it since I've exposed this fantastic data.
I liked what Adam had to say to about McToon on that biblical thing when you were on QEs. We watched a clip of that. You, QE, Adam Meakin, and Brian. Adam was right what he was saying. He was definitely
Not
right.
that it was about you, but we'll give you credit. Yeah, of course.
I can't remember the point. Oh, it was about the cubits in the Bible, the cubits thing, from rim to rim. It was from the rim to rim sort of thing when he was going for circumference when he should have been going for height. I think Adam was right about that.
Adam was absolutely right. He's like, well, they didn't have decimalization. Why would they be putting a point? What's he talking about? If you want to take it in that context, which it isn't, then it still does work if you're going to call pi 3. But that wasn't the context that it's laid out in. But in either event, when describing bowls in the Bible and trying to claim that you've got an example of pi that's not correct because it doesn't have decimalization, which didn't exist, you're like, fair enough. But for me, that whole thing was quite disgusting. I mean, I'm not.
It was. He shouldn't have been given that platform. Should not have been given that platform.
It's not that he shouldn't be given it. It's just that he's anti-Christian and anti-Bible. He's
Well, that's what I mean. But if Pastor Duffy is meant to be a pastor and it was his church, he knows how McToon talks. He shouldn't really have let his. And that was on a Sunday service, wasn't it? It was meant to be a Sunday service, I think. I mean, that's not a normal service. That's more of a lecture than a sermon, isn't it? I just don't think.
A lecture on
if you're really a pastor, that kind of thing shouldn't be happening in your church, to be honest.
It's telling the congregation why it's wrong and how they can understand and accept that it's wrong. The Bible.
Well, the term that he used, like your holy book, he talked down to the parishioners. It was wrong.
He's meant to be a Christian. There was no kind of confession of Christ at all. There's no conviction of Christ there whatsoever. He's got no respect for Jesus if he's a Christian, which he's not. I mean, probably puts down in his forms, yeah, I'm the religion Christian. That's it. That's as close as Christianity he gets, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, McToon is who he is, and if he's affiliated now with Duffy and Duffy's church and Duffy's congregation, that's no different to many other churches up and down the country.
That's true.
My uncle was a pastor. When I first came across this subject, I approached him about it, and it very quickly became abundantly clear that this information's come from the church, is educated through the church, and the pastors are arbiters of that education in many instances. So it's not a shock to know that they're punting heliocentrism and giving their justifications that are anti-Christian and anti-Bible. But that is what the church, I'll be clear about what we're talking about, has done. But these aren't Christians. So when you say, well, he's not a Christian, he's in a church, it's like, well, those things aren't disconnected. That's normal church behavior because where do you think this information came from? Where do you think the globe came from?
Well, exactly.
Good point. Most people don't talk about that, though. Yeah.
No,
most people are afraid of it. They're like, well, no, if we bring religion in, then everybody will get angry. It's like, it's not religion, it's the truth. The Bible is the truth. Religion is what you make of it. That's the way I look at it anyway.
I don't know if it's me. Is my line breaking up or is
no. His mic's terrible at the minute.
He's on his.
And good job with
my speakerphone.
It ain't helping.
Good job with the Omi TV as well. They're good.
Oh, yeah, I
They're
like
good.
it.
Good. Yeah, they're good.
I'm glad you
I
like
like
them.
it.
I get mixed results.
Definitely. It's a good idea. Do you know what I mean? Because some of the people, they listened. I mean, I remember the guy sitting, he was having a drink once. It was a good few weeks ago, probably about a month ago, maybe a bit more. And he was sitting having a drink, listening to you, and he was actually glad that you spoke to him, sort of thing. Some don't give a crap, but some, at least the seed's being planted about it. At least they're hearing it, and some are listening. You know, it's good. I like it. It's a good idea. Good idea.
Thanks. I released one today, actually, in the last couple of hours.
Nice.
I'll go take a look.
Okay, check it out. But I think my job is done. All I wanted to do is just to remind you, because you said, "Oh, I don't debate about it." It's like, that's fair enough, but you've got an audience now. As much as you may not like this, but you've now got some responsibility, which means that you occasionally you're going to find yourself coming under the heavily critical eye of ourselves. That's flat earth debate. Just please, God, don't take it personally.
Oh, no, of course not. Of course not.
I'm not saying you've got this wrong. I'm just saying that a better way to approach this is to keep in the forefront of your mind that every time they make any claim about this, they must assume they're dangling off the bottom of a ball before they do a damn thing. Well, that's fallacious in and of itself. That's begging the question. They've tried to mask it by saying, if I beg the question, I'm dangling, then I'll see 24-hour sun. And on a flat earth, false dichotomy, it would do this, so that you don't notice the blatant begging the question fallacy at the heart of all of this.
Of course.
The burden's always on them. That's really, they're making the claims, we're not.
Suggestions and advice is always welcome, obviously. Do you know what I mean? You're good at what you do. So, yeah.
It's more for your own sanity, because I scrolled back and you were like, well, have they considered what we call the caustic coffee cup explanation? You're like, well, yeah, Adam does it in sarcasm when he offers the Chinook helicopter explanation. Well, there's two sets, and he did note that what you were covering, right? The guy you was talking to. And you're like, yeah, because you can insert anything you like. That's why it's a false dichotomy. But the way you validate any of these is through the scientific method. If it's a phenomena, you can validate it empirically with that method. So to just say, well, let's throw it out there, caustic coffee cup. Yeah, maybe. I'm not going to say it isn't, but it's still fallacious if you then try and formulate it into the logic that they want you to.
Of course, I get it.
All that turns into, I've got to elaborate on this now. That's the reason I called in. If you say, if caustic coffee cup, that's perfect for Duffy. Why? Because then it doesn't matter that it's a similar but not the same false dichotomy. It's still a false dichotomy. If Earth is a ball and I dangle off it, I see 24-hour sun. Is their side affirming the consequence. But yours becomes, if I travel to Antarctica and 24-hour sun, then caustic coffee cup reflections off a dome. You're like, well, you're still in a false dichotomy that allows him to beg the question because you've got a comparative explanation to offer. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
It's just a word of caution, that's all.
Absolutely. No. All
this is what I've been warning them about this too. I've been giving them the same shtick as you just said. I've been telling them the same thing, and I've been skeptical that way too. It's not like we haven't thought of it. It's just, we're just still tangled up in it like everybody else is, I guess,
It's not, well, to put a different spin on it, right? It's natural, and in many ways, it's worthy of applause to speculate about this stuff, because it means that, like me, the joy of this subject is that you're then fascinated with the world and you do rack your brains for explanations. The problem is that in this arena, flat earth and flat earth debate, it is immediately used against you. So on the one hand, I love to speculate, why is the sky blue, right? But if I do that on my show, I'm then held to that standard like I'm making a claim about it. Now, it's worthy of discussion, and I don't want to put the kibosh on anybody going, look, if you don't have these thoughts, we're never going to progress and find out why these things occur, if they occur at all, or why the sky is blue. But by doing it in an arena where we're in debate with somebody that's making a positive claim and needs us to make one to set it up in this false dichotomy, it's worthy to know, because you prefaced it, you obviously know the danger. You're like, well, I don't debate. You're like, okay, so you realise why you've got to preface your speculation. So
absolutely,
that's why I've said.
Definitely.
So if you make a claim, you better damn well prove it.
The closest I get to
debating,
is moderating for flats.
In this arena, yeah, there's nothing wrong with speculation, right? And if we were in a kumbaya world where we weren't debating the vast majority of the Western world, then I'd be all for it. I'd love it, in fact. And often behind closed doors, that's not broadcast. The speculation is rife. It's just we know we've learned better that we'll be held to task on it. So, well, I'm not suggesting for 1 second that there is a caustic coffee cup sun. It's just, have they not thought about it, as you phrased it? Again, cautiously. Well, and good on you, wise. You've obviously learned better too. But yeah, unfortunately, it's one of them. If in the forefront of your mind is, for this to happen, they must assume they're on the bottom of a ball. Therefore, all bets are off. Everything's void. You know, the speculation then is kind of, that's why I said it doesn't matter. But I could sit around all day and say, well, maybe Duffy's a shill. Maybe he's just here like Dell and other people to put in false narratives and make up a load of shite I can't prove. And then it just makes me look like a conspirator, rather than saying, we haven't got a positive claim to prove when I say Earth is stationary. That's a non-positive claim. I don't have to defend against Dell when he makes a positive claim that it is freaking moving. Burden's on him. I don't have a positive claim. With Duffy, you're assuming you're on the bottom of a ball, right? I couldn't give a toss what happens down there. Let me know if you do see this phenomena and you put it through the method, then I'll pay attention. But beyond that, I couldn't give a toss.
True. Nah, well said. Nice one for that, Nathan. Bless.
That's it. That's it.
Good.
I'm glad you've been receptive. I didn't know what.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Listen, I'm open to correction, man. Absolutely. Listen, I don't get everything right. Everybody knows that, man. Advice is always the truth. Advice is always welcome. It's about the truth. So I'd be hypocritical to say I won't be open to correction when not everything I believe is actually the truth. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. Being corrected.
Yeah, where I'm coming from is if you're gonna say I'm wrong, at least show me exactly how I'm wrong and show me what the right answer is. Don't just tell me that it's true. Show me.
Neither one of you were wrong, and I've tried to preface this by saying, look, there's nothing wrong with speculation, but for the fact that we're in an arena where that speculation quickly turns into, oh, excellent, I've got something to stack up in false dichotomy.
Exactly.
My boat
something I've got to prove. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
They're going to burn you like a straw man if you do present anything that's not validated, and they're going to work you out.
Yeah, like it's making the positive claim. Yeah.
Yeah, which you're speculating. You weren't. You were saying, have they not thought of this third option? Which is perfectly legitimate, right? So don't take it the wrong way. I'll just say it once more. The main thing is to focus on is that they've got to assume they're on the bottom of a ball. That's it.
That's it. Absolutely, definitely, and agreed.
And how did they get that ball, Nathan? They had to get an elevation angle from something, I think, somewhere down the road.
Exactly. That branches into me saying that, getting into them requiring an elevation angle to produce the ball to assume they're on the bottom of it is beyond the pale in terms of needing to know that when TFE is ever discussed. It's like, yeah, that's pretty advanced, and for a heliocentrist, it's the origin of their globe claim, so they should be interested. They just hate the fact that their globe comes from a flat Earth. But for this particular instance, TFE that is, it's like, nah. People don't actually need to know that. They just need to know the fallacy basis for this claim to be science, because then they can recognize it for what it is. It's fraud. That's what TFE actually is. It's fraud.
Absolutely. Agreed.
I like Sog's model, by the way. That's beautiful.
Say again?
That's the false dichotomy. Sog's got a meme on his.
Oh yeah, he's got a meme for everything, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got a flat, round earth on his meme.
I like it.
It's good stuff. Thank you very much for having me.
Bless you, man.
How do I get out?
Thanks for coming in. You got to hit leave and then press OK.
At the bottom of the screen it says leave with an X on it.
The red X. There you go.
Nice one, Nathan. Thanks for that, dude. Bless you, man.
Peace, bro.
No, it's good. I'm listen. Always open to being for advice, man, because. Like I say, I've never been in a structured debate or anything. Yes, I debate people here and there with words and stuff like that, but it's not a structured debate. It's just like an argument, really, not a debate. So yeah, it's always good to get advice like that. Without that.
Speaking of that, Flats is doing a debate tomorrow, isn't he?
With
I think he's on Modern Day Debate, and he's go against Flat Earth, Fight Flat Earth.
Oh yeah, he's doubling up with. He's teaming up with who was it again?
I think his name was McCarthy.
It's Markley Sparkley that he's against with who? With FTFE. FTFE and Markley Sparkley, Peter Markley. It's against Flats and who is it again?
I'm looking up.
That's going right in my head.
Hey, aren't you guys supposed to know these things? Aren't you guys supposed to remember this and tell me what I'm supposed to remember? You suckers. Let's see how it is.
Especially like the top.
See, you forget too, sucker.
That's the whole debate. Hold on, I gotta find a live one.
There are a lot of people in this area that come and talk to us. It's hard to remember everybody and what they say and how they said it. It really is. I find it harder to remember everybody and all their stories than I do to remember the flat earth stuff, you know, like, you know, it's more of a job to keep track of the people and what they're about, you know, otherwise they get offended by it. I don't usually get offended, but I'm usually considered the original, that nobody usually mistakes me for anyone else.
Well,
I'm looking at Discord. I think
I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody could.
I'll look at modern day
You're
debates.
unique, man. You're unique.
They better not. I'm just kidding.
He's got spunk and personality. That's what Cookie Monster's got going for him. I'm telling you.
Oh, babe, is it? I got I went half phase and with Vicky. I gave Vicky the money the other day to get a computer chair, a pink one. So
nice.
Yeah, so we went halves on it really. I haven't spoken to Brian Leakey. Well, I have spoke to him in about, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him for ages. I've got nothing against him. I would talk to him. But I haven't really spoke to him since I used to be on Brandon's. Because he used to be a regular on Brandon's. So that's about 3 years. I think he came on Flats' once and we had a few words, but no, I haven't really spoke to him seriously in a while. I've got no problem with talking to him. No.
Yeah, I texted him last week on Discord, actually. He's got another little server in here. He's asking questions.
I fixed it. It works perfectly now.
What does?
My bug assault.
Oh, I thought you meant your mic.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about his assault rifle.
I think it works better than it did before. Actually, it blows quite. You can see this. You can see it coming out on this one. This thing blows a lot. It's pretty awesome.
That'd be a good idea, Nathan. Similar conversation. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
He's got Marcus Allen with him. That's who's going to be with him. Marcus Allen, Flat Toy versus Flat Earth. And
Marcus Allen. Who's Marcus Allen?
I have no idea, dude. He's an older looking gentleman. It's on Modern Day Debates. Yeah, I'll share it with you guys.
Someone we knew.
Yeah, I got to be careful. I got to remember that when you're playing with this thing, you have to wear safety glasses just to play with it, because it has a habit of bouncing off things and coming back and hitting you right in the eye, and you go, ah! It's not very fun.
You need
Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about.
You need to get some cough. You need to get some cough medicine, Ryan. Your throat's terrible.
I'm sorry. What? I'm cold and it's like 4 in the morning.
PJ, the debate's in the main chat, so if anybody wants to look at it, it's right there. I posted it.
What's that for? What is that?
That's Blastoid's debate tomorrow.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, hey.
Oh, it's already up. Okay. Oh, in Modern Day Debate. Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. Sound. I don't like Modern Day Debate anymore. I don't like it at all. I think it's a crap platform.
It's the moderators, man.
Well, they don't moderate really, do they? Not properly. They obviously take the bias into it. Look when I moderated between Flatzoid and FTFE, there was no bias there. I mean, I told Flatzoid to shut up as much as I told
Craig.
Yeah, that's the only problem, is that you end up having to do that, and then
I have to.
Well,
yeah,
you have to. Yeah, of course.
I
You have
just
to
shut up
be.
to FTFE and Flatzoid just kind of overtops a little bit. I have to kind of say, well, okay, it's fair enough. I have to do it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I've offered to do it, but nobody's ever took me up on it. I guess because they probably figured I wouldn't be nice to them, because I'll be mean to both of you if you both act like dummies. You give me with the rules at the head of time, and I'll make sure you follow them.
The first time I moderated, everybody was respectful. I didn't even have to do anything. All I had to do was call out the time, basically. Everybody was respectful. Just called out time, give him and called out what we was doing, you know, the format of it, you know. That was
right. You just keep you keep everybody in the right mindset. You let them know what you're watching and you're paying attention, and they'll usually do it by themselves. Yeah. You're right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right, let's carry on for a little bit. Been on for a minute. Nearly 3 hours. But
I'm gonna go hunting.
I'll probably have to do a second part to this tomorrow.
Pack a gat in my vest under my clothes when I dress. Here's hoping I die the way I live, straight thugging, hugging my trigger for all them niggas that was bugging. And
Hold on a minute. I don't agree with saying that word, by the way. Just a disclaimer, YouTube admin. Yeah, don't agree with that. With that kind of language. We're watching this for educational purposes and transforming it, but we do not agree with types of slurs.
Here, roll it back and I'll go beep when he says it.
I do that, yeah.
If I die young, who cares? All I got was mean mugs and cold stares. I can't give up, although I'm hopeless. I think my mind's gone. All I can do is get my grind on. Death is around the corner. See these brothers right before.
Starting to get a bloody terrible signal again. Yeah, it was okay last night. Now it's been a bit jumpy again. I'll be all right.
Well, they died. That's how serious this thing is.
This other third case is the most bizarre one, to be honest. This other artist whom I showed you at the beginning of the video, he goes by the name XXX Tentacion. He passed away at 20 years old.
It's another one that was a few years ago now. And it was more YouTube rappers. There's a lot of YouTube rappers. I would say he's a YouTube rapper. Or a social media rapper. I wouldn't say he was kind of mainstream to begin with. You get a lot of these are industry plants and that as well, don't you? Like the Haktua girl, I'd say she's an industry plant. Because now she's got a show called Talk Tua.
Well, that only lasts you so long. You need more. You need more of a rock.
Did you say Haktua?
Haktua. That's stupid, man.
Is that a real name?
No, is that a real name? Haktua. You know why she was called Haktua girl, don't you?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You got to spit on that. Haktua. Stupid. That was just not an off the cuff thing. That was.
It's
intentional meme. It was an intentional meme.
And just before he passed away, he said this.
He actually wrote an article when he passed away titled XXX Tentacion and the Devil's Promise. And this is what we wrote at the time. A soft cry of "It will all be over soon" introduces the audience to XXX Tentacion's song, "I Spoke to the Devil in Miami. He said everything would be fine." But less than 45 miles from where Jose Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, 20 years old.
Ryan, Vicky said, can you check your email?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Said the devil told him everything would be fine. He was murdered in cold blood, leaving a motorcycle dealership. Not all the
And just like B.I.G. and Tupac, he seemed to have predicted his death, which is really strange.
I knew that something was off. The voices in the head came. He would tell me, like, he would not sleep at night. And he would tell me he hears voices.
Literally, he would be like, oh, I took LSD and I talked to a spirit that's a demon and told me information.
Well, I was about to say it's a demon. He said it himself. And this is XXX Tentacion. What's his name? So how do you pronounce it? XXX Tentacion. Oh my goodness. He's the one that came out with a video with his clone, didn't he? Next to him. He said, this is I'm a clone and all that. And then he says he'll prove it in his next video. And he came out with a video last thing with him and saying it's his clone, you know what I mean? And because they were moving at different times and all that, he was expecting us to believe it. Like, come on, dude.
About myself, about how long I'm gonna live, that they're gonna come get him at some point. I really didn't like that at that point.
The truth is that these artists have indoctrinated many into the evil one's way of life, the way of darkness. And it's sad that these artists are used as puppets of the enemy, and the evidence of their lifestyles can be heard in their lyrics and seen in their music videos. They promote things like fornication, immorality, adultery, promiscuity, drug abuse, alcoholism, violence, murder, disobedience to parents, rebellion, pride, lies, blasphemy against God, and all manner of sins. Their music videos are filled with evil, just pure evil. You'll find satanic symbolism, magic arts, and when their impressionable fans follow their course of life, sin will abound in their lives. I mean, that's the proof right there. That's the
Yes, it
evidence
will.
that shows
Oh,
that the
there it
evil
is.
one exists
That's
and
right.
that
I
he
missed
uses
that. I
this.
was bloody texting Vicky. She had to go because her phone was hot. Where was that? I was
You
like one of
find
the
satanic symbolism,
ritualistic
magic
music events.
arts, and when they're
I think
impressionable,
I don't think they're actually doing a ritual. I think they're maybe mimicking a ritual sort of thing. But they could be. They could be. I don't know. I mean, you know, when they're doing videos, but I just think they're mimicking things that they actually do in real life.
fans follow their course of life, sin will abound in their lives. I mean, that's the proof right there.
Like that.
That's the evidence that
Right.
shows
Demonic
that
with
the
that,
evil
eh?
one exists
Demonic.
and that he uses these people as puppets. I mean, what more proof do you need?
He was the rat, wasn't he? He was the one that, it was Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci 69, 69, 69, 69. He's the one that ratted out his mates, wasn't it? And still bigs himself up about it. And, you know, it's crazy. Like, once upon a time, you got, it must be like in the script, because once upon a time, he would have been killed for that kind of thing, you know? How you doing, Captain KB?
I've
Good
heard
to see you,
it said,
Captain
TJ,
KB, bro. What?
there's no honor amongst thieves, dude.
No, definitely not. Good to see you, KB, man.
What else do you need? So that's why I say, like, why on earth do you still want to associate with these people? Why on earth do you even want to listen to them? Because I make these kinds of videos not to glorify them, but to expose the dark.
I'm going to quickly show KV's video that's from a day ago.
He has good ones. I like them.
Yeah, I
Go
do.
up to the
It's only a
parts.
couple of minutes. It's only like nearly 3 minutes long. So I might as well show it. Hidden it's called, with a question mark. Because I'm gonna have to do a second part for this anyway. You know what I mean? Likey. And
Likey who?
Likey. I'm just saying likey. Not
Mikey
Mikey.
hates everything.
Not likey Mikey.
Mikey likes it.
I think he likes it. Me.
Oh, great! I've got 100,000 of these things.
I like to make Earth great again. That was good. Is a Trump Earth.
NASA is the turn. Yeah.
Were they praying to a triangle?
They were.
I think so, dude. I think so.
A pyramid. Why would you pray to a pyramid?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Have you guys seen this one yet? Seen these
Oh, yeah.
yet? I've seen these.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, I've seen loads of these.
I've seen loads of them too. I thought I was the only one, maybe, but I guess not.
I don't like the sound of TV. It's awful sound.
I don't know how I've managed to see all these, but I somehow seem to get them. Somehow I see them on TikTok or wherever I see them. And I go, "What the heck?"
TV's
Well,
got
Captain
an eye
Caveman
for
makes he makes these himself, dude.
TV's got an eye for
Well,
these.
it's easy. He just takes it and divides it and flips it around. I mean, it's pretty easy.
I was going to say, KV, I was doing the Prince Charles thing yesterday, and you know that big kind of demonic picture of King Charles with the red background where he's kind of grayscale.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's painted in blood or something weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's painted in blood. Have you had a look at that and tried to do something is it parody?
I have not seen a good like
Paranoia.
crystal clear picture of it. No.
Say again, Roger.
I said he's doing pareidolia.
Pareidolia, whatever you call it. I make nothing. I make nothing. It's that. No, you know what I mean. I mean, if you had a look at the King Charles portrait, the big red one, have a look at that one and see if you can see anything in that. I don't know if you've already done it, but it'd be interesting to see if there's anything in that. No.
Have you looked at the dollar bill?
Yeah, I've looked at them. I wish I had more of them.
I thought about making a video of folding them all out, and then putting them up, and just to show like where it actually is there. It's not just on the video.
Barbara, I'm doing a second part to this anyway. It didn't go as planned today. It kind of went a bit skew with. You know what I mean? So I didn't get as much of this done as proper. But I'm glad what happened because got some good advice, and obviously I did an earlier reaction to the Duffy thing. But yeah, I'll be doing a second part to this to get it finished, Barbara. So I'll do it tomorrow morning. I'll do it tomorrow morning. But nice one for being there, Barbara. Nice one. Bless you. I'll send another video later on. Right, let's carry on. I really don't like the sound. That sound, and it's awful. That sound. It sounds like rain, but it sounds like not good rain. I like the sound of rain. Rain. A crap single again, so yeah. But then when you don't have any sound, it's a little weird. Not low. Not really low. Yeah, man. Cases are all over the place, man. Yeah. So nice one, Gavy. Nice one, dude. Bless you, man. Bless you. Always a pleasure.
That is walking behind them, and to tell you to run away from these things that do not glorify Jesus. And if you're a Christian, please listen to this.
But Biggie Smalls, see, this is what hip hop does. It takes something we know is wrong and tries to make it right. Biggie Smalls has an organization called the Junior Mafia. And in the Junior Mafia, he had broken the Junior Mafia up into 3 groups. He called each group a 6. Yeah, I'm going there. Yeah, that's it. So he would call the entire Junior Mafia 666. He had clothes made and was getting ready to start a clothing line right before he died called 666. Now, can you imagine, had he lived and done that, how many of our young folks would be right up here in church wearing the mark of the beast? Because when the devil...
Hey, Spud, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. See you again in a little while.
Let's see who we can...
Spuddy boy.
Yeah, I just want to know who's on his icon.
Who's on his icon? It's his face on top of one of the astronauts. I think it was Buzz Aldrin. Was it? Yeah. But no, it's Neil Armstrong. I think it's Neil Armstrong, but he's put his head over the top of it.
Buzz Aldrin. I always thought Buzz Aldrin was all one word. Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin. It's like all one word to me.
Well,
It sounds like somebody got a bad haircut and they called it the Buzz Aldrin, you know?
Yeah, well, Buzz
That's
Aldrin.
what it reminds me of.
He did have a
Bad
bad
haircut.
bloody high top, flat top.
Christ's agenda, all he
Yeah.
has to do is raise up a superstar.
Now, the goal of this video is not so much to lead you to stop listening to secular music, although that's one of my goals, but the main goal is to lead you to the Lord Jesus Christ so that you may have a relationship with God Almighty.
What do you mean by devil music? I was intrigued to know by what does Luke mean by this, and what types of music fall under the category of devil music?
What are the lyrics? What are the lyrics telling me? Is it nurturing my soul? Is it destroying me? Is it making me view women in a different lens? Is it making me think about things that I shouldn't be thinking about? Or is it inspiring me? Is it pushing me towards positivity? Usually, once again, if it's mainstream, it's based on controlled narratives.
Now, the clip that you just watched it's from a secular podcast. I'm not saying that you go there and subscribe to their ideas, because that would not be wise. But the one thing that I see here is that people are starting to get it. There's this one singer called Little Richard. He passed away, I think, recently at an old.
With Aldrin.
See, now you're thinking it too.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking it already.
Old age. Now, an expose was once done on him, and the following was reported.
Little Richard, who is one of the big three of the 1950s, along with Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley, also recognized Satan's hand in his success. Little Richard stated, quote, "Some rock and roll men stand around in a circle and drink cups of blood. Some get on their knees and pray to the devil." Like Jerry, Little Richard said of the power that Satan was wielding through him.
That's not demonic. We don't know what is. Sorry, be demonic.
Him and his bandmates, quote, "I was directed and commanded by another power, the power of darkness, the power of the devil, Satan. We must..."
I'm exactly halfway through. Going to do the second half tomorrow, and if I finish it early, then we'll go on to something else. I am going to play out with a Mr. Super Sec. Well, no, a Mr. Cheswick first, and then
nice.
I'm going
to. Are you off, dude?
Night, Ryan. See you tomorrow.
Later, bro. Did you read your emails from Ricky?
Yeah, I answered it.
All right, cool. Nice. That'll be good. Bless you, man.
Later. Girl.
Right. Nice
We're all
one to read. Roger. And I think...
Wasn't Little Richard a queen, pretty much?
Yeah, a little bit. He was a little bit effeminate, wasn't he? I think. He had that
Tutti
thin-
Frutti on Rudy?
Yeah, tutti frutti. Yeah, exactly.
He's a good singer, though.
I'm
And he can play the piano.
glad Nathan came on. It's always good to have that, and then it's recorded. So, like, if anybody ever needs to go back to get that kind of information, they know where to go in this video, sort of thing. Because it's good advice. He's right. To be honest, and it's good to have structure around about it and be ready in and out of season, and that's scriptural, as well. Right, so let's get Mr. Chesy up. Let's play Mr. Chesy's, and then
What are we doing for Mr. Chesy?
Yeah, I seen it yesterday when I finished. I thought, I'll download that, because I played one of his before when he dropped the ambulance. I thought, hey, I haven't asked him, but I'm sure he'll be all right. Oh no, I downloaded it. I don't need to share screen. I need to video file. Happy Hour by the House Mountains. Sorry, Mr. Cheswick, Happy Hour by the House Mountains. Try again.
It's happy hour again. I think I might be happy if I wasn't out with them and happy. It's a lovely place to be. Happy that the fighter in the moment is a she. With a haircut smile and a meaning style. Here's a night out with the boss. Where you win or you lose, and it's them who choose. And if you don't win, then you lost. What a good place to be. Don't believe it. To speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe it, oh no, 'cause it's never been happy for me. Oh no, 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 no. It's another night out with the boss, following the footsteps over the box, and he tells me the women grow on trees, and if you catch them, they can land upon their knees. When he opened up the water to me, close all the man and love to buy it all a drink. And as we ask all the questions, you take all your clothes and go back to the kitchen sink. What a good place to be. Don't believe it, 'cause to speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe it, oh no, 'cause it's never been happy for me. Oh no, 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 no. What a good place to be. Don't believe it, 'cause to speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe it, oh no, 'cause it's never really happened to me. Oh no, 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 no. Tap it out again and again and again and again. Tap it out again and again and again. Tap it out again and again and again and again. Tap it out again and again and again. Tap it out again.
Hey, Chelsea boy.
Chelsea's good. I like him.
Chelsea is good. Nice one, Chelsea, for that. I know I haven't asked you, but I'm sure you're all right with it. Bless you, Chelsea. And I will get a Mr. Supery Dupery. I'm going to look in my vast list of Mr. Supery Dupery Super Duper Sidewinder songs. Let's have a dig. Random way. Huh. Dust in the wind, dude. Dust in the wind. Way.
And where's the
Super
Ian?
duper. And Gabrielle.
Mm,
Nice, he
looks
missed it. All day. Oh, actually, it's Jim. Let me just quickly. I know I usually put Jim's up for the song, but I better check it. Jim hasn't put any. What you call it? Other observations out. Let's just quickly check his channel. Let's quickly check his channel. Right. Where are you, Jimmy boy? Oh, Johnny. No, I don't think yes.
Ryan's got some pictures he's sending me. Night sky pictures. They're beautiful.
20 hours ago. No. Okay. I'll have to go near the bottom again and just do a couple. Because I forgot to do some. Right. I'll get down there. Get down there. Get down there. Okay. Right. Okay. Do a couple. Why not?
Is Baza Barry Ross?
Is what?
Is that Barry Ross? Baza.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I thought so. Yeah.
South Wales. Okay. There's some. Yeah, let's do these. Come on. Like it. Biggie Wiggy. And look. Come on, volume. Thank you. Maybe it's just slow.
That just makes me think there has to be a crystalline dome above us. The way that does that.
Well, there's definitely a dome above us. That's for bloody sure.
Yeah.
We are definitely contained. Ding 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 ding. Why are you so slow today? What the F?
They're messing with your internet, BJ.
Telling you, man. 96, Jim. 96, 4 to go, dude. You get your 100. Let's just quickly do a scroll. Right, no, I need a long kind of one, just so we can play out with a longy one. Right. No. I need like a minute odd moony one. There we go. 2 minute moony one. Let's do that. I liked it already. Yeah, I liked it.
You get the disco going.
We got the disco going. Right, we'll play out with this one. Oh, actually, what's my outro? Let's see if I can change my outro. Outro. Oh, no, let's change it. Move. Outro. Just 30 second extra.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Nice. Managed to get it.
What are all the little white spots on the moon?
I don't know. I mean, some people think the stars through the other side. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I think I can see stars. Sometimes I think it might not be. I really don't know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's lots of appearances of the moon, you know, and but it's all apparent, whatever it is, you know. It might look like a rock sometimes, but it's just because it appears like that. It's definitely not a rock.
I definitely don't see how you could land on that, dude.
No.
It'd
No.
kill you.
No. No, I mean, like, what happens if you tried to and it froze you to death or something? You know, you just froze instantly, or you turned into a big plasma ball.
Wait, have you ever seen alkaline batteries? When they bleed out? Yeah. They kind of get that same crust on them.
They do.
Yeah. Some people think it's what the moon's like an alkaline battery for the sun, in a weird way.
Maybe. I don't know. You see that star right above it there? See it? It's meant to be.
Yep.
There it is.
I think that's either Mercury or Venus.
This one, yeah.
It's moving. See?
Moving because it's moving.
Moving, yeah. It's moving. But it ain't moving up. Let's put it that way.
Nice. Thank you, Jam. Thank you. And then I've got right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'd already played Mr. Super Saiyan. I was just thinking that now Dave Martin was texting me about the stream, you know, the King Charles thing. He's been in contact with the author, the creator of the channel, and he's just giving me some stuff that he sent to him. He's saying if he agrees, which I don't think he will, who wants him, you or Flats? Oh, I don't know. If it's about flat Earth, then if you're asking him about flat Earth, then Flats. It just made me not impressed. So, like, what? You read something, right? And Earth is not flat. If it's about flat Earth, then flat. If it's about flat Earth, then flats. That's why he's not impressed, because he says Earth is not flat, but a circle from every vantage point above one. Right now, that's terrible. 2 seconds. I'm just going to mute myself for a second. 2 seconds.
Okay. Oh,
just so I can do a voice clip. Just for a sec.
All right.
There we go. I was just voice clipping, so I didn't have to. I know, Glenn. I wasn't talking to you guys. I was voice. I am muted for a reason. I was making a voice clip on my phone to Can't Play Drums. Dave Martin. I am muted intentionally, so you wouldn't hear the voice clip. Muted. I wasn't talking to you guys. I thought somebody would think that.
Hey, PJ, I put a meme in the chat if you want to look at it. It's funny. Don't have to put it on the screen, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, is this the one that was the
that's
modern day debate. That's modern day debate. It just came up.
The one that's put in the main chat, in the live chat.
Yeah, just a sec. The one that's there a second ago. That's on modern day debate.
Oh, maybe I put it in the wrong place. Hold on. Put it in here. I put it in somebody else would be looking at it. There you go. It's got a Pinocchio in the joke, dude. It's funny. Snow White and Pinocchio.
No. Again, same one.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah.
Let me click on it. Oh, they're baiting you with that the meme. I got it.
Give me the same bloody ring.
Let me see if I can if I can get the right one. It's funny. It's Pinocchio, Snow White in the woods, and she's screaming, "Lie to me, Pinocchio," and he's thinking of a globe.
Mm.
It's a dirty little meme. I thought of. Discord.
5 times normal size, Barry. Wow. And so low I could touch it. That's really cool, man. It's really cool. Sorry, guys, we're just waiting for Roger to put a link in.
It's not letting me do it. It only lets me hand it out in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
we're not
Oh,
waiting for
I can save the image. I just did.
I'm gonna save the image. If you could share it, do you want to share it?
Yeah, I'll try to.
I can
I'll
hear
take
you.
it.
Oh, that's me.
Let's see if that's the right one. Is that the same one? That's the same one. Nope, it's not gonna let me do it.
Yeah, it's the same one. Same one.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That's
We'll leave that one
there.
Maybe
Oh,
private
good night,
chat.
PJ. It's been fun. I've
It's
enjoyed
been
it.
good. It's been good. Sorry I didn't get to the full video. I kind of went as soon as I seen the Duffy thing. I thought, oh, I need to see what this is about. Then I got into it, and then we had Nathan come on, which I enjoyed anyway. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he came on. It was all good. We'll get it finished tomorrow, and then I'll get on to something else, and then I'll finish the Charles thing in a couple of days. But like I said, Dave's got in contact with him and seeing if he would come and like to talk and all that, because he seen a post from him somewhere saying the flat earth's not true, talking about the infinite things on the stuff going, something to do with space and all that crap. So he says if he agrees, who wants some flats or US as well. If it's about the King Charles thing, me, but if it's flat earth thing, then flats. And then I thought, well, better on flats anyway, because there's more of a platform, there's more people there to see it. So even if it's about the Charles thing, I'll be there anyway. So flats is probably better. So yeah, let's do that. Cool. Nice one, guys, for being here. Bless you. It's always a pleasure. And thank you, Roger, for being in the panel.
Yeah, no problem, man. I think I might have got it this time. No,
Got what?
it's the same one. No,
Go
it's
for it.
doing the
I'll see him again.
No way. Yeah, God. They're toying with me.
Oh my goodness. It's not happening, man. It's not happening.
I'll take a screenshot
Right.
of it.
Cool. Here the sunset's free. It's free. Indeed, guys.
Indeed.
Ta-da.
Night.
Hold on.
Paper cut.
Bleeding.
Really bad, actually. It must have hit an artery.
Look at your nose.
I knew I shouldn't have partied last night with Lindsay Lohan.
Every time I bring a girl home, you guys try to eat her. It's not fair.
Come on.
Someone here order Chinese food? Quick, they'll be hungry again in half an hour.